And we are live. Hello, 907 subscribers or whatever the hell I have over here now. These are like a couple of my patrons because I have a Patreon stream once a month, except that I've never actually live streamed. So now I'm making superstars out of these people.
Oh God.
Yeah. Introduce yourself and tell them what's so special about you.
I'm Sven, the greatest Alex Jones fan that there is.
The greatest one. What makes you
Yes,
so great?
I have a body size of 1 meter and 70 centimeters.
That's relatively unique if it's down to the millimeter. The other one's muted. He's at the pool and there's kids screaming. And
Also, I
it's really
don't see
fucking
your live
annoying,
stream
though he
on
keeps
your live
himself
stream
muted. I'm pretty
channel.
sure he's not going to talk much. What?
I don't see your live stream on the live stream channel.
Oh, let me try something. Yeah, I'm already failing at this. Hold on.
Mm.
Oh, it's cool. It's cool. I'm used to failure, especially with live streaming. I'm a fucking idiot with this. It's only my second day. Give me a break. Hold on.
I mean, we could ask Steve McRae to come over and tell you how to do a live stream.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now it probably shows up. I bet it's showing up now.
Nope.
Give it a second.
Let me see if you accidentally streamed on Isa's channel.
This is a disaster. Complete disaster.
Oh, wait, I see it now.
Oh, it's showing up?
Yes.
That is awesome.
But
actually, it might not be awesome.
For some
it might
reason,
be even
I
worse
see
than
you
that.
as like the green default avatar, while on the stream I see you with your comic avatar.
See me with the green what now?
That green default avatar from Google.
You see me
For
with the
some
green
reason it
default
doesn't.
avatar.
Yeah, for
I
some reason
see on my videos page, I do see the live stream, so I think it's okay. And it doesn't have some weird green default avatar, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's only on your and my end.
If anyone watches this, they will be very disappointed. One watching. I don't know. Maybe that's you.
Me.
Good.
That's me.
Good. Yeah. Nobody else watched this. If you're here and you're coming here to watch this, just don't watch this. I feel like this is an interesting experiment. We've never done this before.
Yes. On the other hand, that stream runs for a full minute now, so it's kind of to be expected that a 1,000 subs channel doesn't get like 10 views after a second.
Yeah.
And Michael, you really sound like you just put the longest fart into your microphone.
Oh, yeah. I'll take the fart over that. God, is there a way to like adjust people's volume or something? Because that is just ridiculous.
I don't know. It's Google, so probably not.
Control room. Oh, here we go. Hey, cool. I think I found a way. I'll turn him down like half. Because those kids are way too fucking loud. You go to a pool with quieter kids. You should shop around a little bit. Be like, hello, how loud do your kids
Send your
scream?
wife to the pool next time.
Yeah. Still one watching. This is a successful stream. It's not like I'm going to go and promote this either. You know, I'm not going to go and be like, hey, everyone on the Logic channel, go over to my live streams channel. Check out this awesome stream.
I think you already showed the channel once, didn't you?
Oh, I did. Yeah.
Oh, three watching now. So it's us three
Jesus.
now.
This is getting into dangerous territory.
0, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. What is this then?
I'm gonna rename this thing. I'm gonna rename it to
Why again?
Boring Patreon Stream don't watch.
Wait, can you tag? Can I tag? Put tags on it.
I can put a tag that you suggest if you want.
Wait, where do I suggest a tag? Do I have to?
What do you mean suggest a tag?
Would YouTube give you a strike for misleading tags? Like if you would tag Alex Jones in here?
Well, we talked about Alex Jones.
Yeah, and still no strike.
You want me to put a tag for Alex Jones?
Wait, there was this weird, super long, convoluted hashtag for Alex Jones on Twitter. One
Hashtag
second.
free Alex Jones.
No.
Hashtag free Alex Jones.
I cannot find it. So it was like Alex Jones is some kind of ass, but still it's bad that he is banned. Blah blah blah. It's like a full line in one hashtag, but I cannot find
Is
it
this
anymore.
actually like widely used?
I don't know. I saw like 5 people using it. I found it funny.
Because if like 1,000 people use that same hashtag, that would kind of be hilarious. Okay, I'll put Alex Jones as the tag. I've decided that I have to pull the trigger on this. So, oh, I just said pull the trigger. I'll probably get demonetized. Actually, I'm not monetized on this channel anyway. Sweet.
Not enough views. Zero.
Not enough views, not enough subs, not enough
If you're
anything on this channel.
$15 or above patron, then
Whoa.
you will see the links in your patron feed.
What was that?
I talked to your viewers.
Yeah.
At least one person has to do it.
To do what?
Talk to the viewers or engage with the chat.
Oh, I gotta look at the chat. Yeah. There's too many things to keep track of here, man.
Logic doesn't not caring about life.
Ooh, boring. What's all this then? How did I even know this stream was a thing? Lol. Anyone see this BBC auditions vid? Yeah, the chat's boring too. Logic is too nubby for chat. What is nubby? Is that like a Nubian? Is he saying that because I'm black, I don't look at the chat?
I don't know. That's probably some ghetto word from the US.
Nubby. I don't know. It sounds like an LA hipster word. Newbie. Oh, newbie. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of true. I'm too much of a noob to actually remember to look at the chat. Let me see if I can like pop the chat out, and I can put it over here, like right in front of my face. Right in front of my fucking face. I'm still sad that the Solar Probe launch was delayed. I hope there are no no-goes tonight. No-goes are not fun. Well, guess what? Well, guess what I did watch? The fuck? Oh, I see. I guess if you want to watch the stream, you can. That's why we're live, I guess, apparently.
But you cannot take part in it.
Haha! Yes, you have to pay to talk to me.
By the way,
very
this
exclusive.
Whenever Logic includes something from the past, it's because I reminded him of something he did in a past video.
And I don't remember shit about my own videos.
Yeah, I once made a joke like when they said Satan returning with their Satan mask, and he was like, "Oh right, I had this character." And in the next video, there was like a short cameo of Satan.
Yeah,
or I reminded him about the time he died on the John Pendleton videos, and in the next Kent Hovind video a week later, he included that.
Yeah, tends to happen. So pretty much every stupid decision that I make, every stupid callback is Sven's fault. Blame him.
Okay. I'm also the one responsible to bring him to make Kent Hovind videos because I continuously bother him about it.
To be fair, though, you're not the only one on that.
And I know that I will slowly drive him mad, and I don't care.
I'll get through it one of these days. I've already been driven as mad as I can.
How many minutes do you have left?
How many what?
How many minutes in the source
How many
video do you have
minutes?
left?
I think I'm at about 84 minutes, and I think I have about 26 minutes to go, give or take, roughly.
So Project Hoven debunked 2020.
Basically, yeah. Yeah, we'll aim for 2020, but I don't know if that'll work. You know what I should do? I should aim for 2021 because that'll be the 20-year anniversary.
That video came out 2001.
It did.
It's younger than I thought because from the graphics quality, I always assumed it was like filmed in the 90s.
Yeah, I mean, they were probably using a camcorder from the 80s.
Yeah,
I
tech
had
isn't really
camcorders that looked
evolving, I
pretty
heard.
similar to that nowadays. I hear that sweet, sweet pool sound. Everyone else is muted.
What?
We have to carry this whole thing.
We're gonna be driving for a bit, so we're just gonna listen in.
Oh, that's cool. Let me see here. If you want to just listen in, there's also the live stream. But this way you can actually like chime in and like yell at us.
This is Alex and Aaron / Blues Harp Hawk.
I don't think you hit.
Awesome. Let me see here.
What is this leading lady parts BBC video? Is that can I watch that on Pornhub or what is that?
The leading lady parts. Yeah, that
like
sounds
Hot
bad.
Girls Wanted?
Has basically every stupid stereotype in it. Does it have the sexy pizza delivery man in it? That's my favorite. An extra large sausage pizza.
With extra cream.
Like these women going for audition and eventually a man gets it. Oh, so it's a casting couch porn. Okay, gotcha.
To be honest, I think
helmet is so big.
I think my boss's office has one of those black leather couches.
Okay.
And usually he's only involved in the salary negotiations. So that's the first time that people come in. It's kind of like, yeah, you're taken. Now you have to go to salary negotiations with the boss. And then they enter that room and there's like this black sofa. And he sometimes jokes about that people look a bit confused when they enter the office.
I have to go.
I'm not really positive the lady's having a nice time.
Another 7 watching. Jesus, don't you people have anything better to do with your lives? I'm gonna order a pizza because y'all made me hungry. I'll be back later, maybe. Yeah, roll the dice and see if you'll get that extra large sausage pizza.
Zero, remember
with white
to put
sauce.
pineapple on the pizza?
Hmm?
You should remember to put pineapple on the pizza.
That's true. It makes it sweeter.
And a little bit bitter.
Makes the white sauce sweeter.
So what I found out was a good combo is pineapple, chicken, and curry.
Interesting.
I once ordered it after I went to a LAN party and I came back and I ordered the wrong pizza by accident. And then I was like, nah, I'm not going to order a second one. I tried this. And it was great.
Oh,
Make
you
sure
remember?
Nice racist Papa John's pizza.
We don't have that over here in Germany.
You remember how we used to have that problem where people would try to join the Hangout and they would get like authentication errors or whatever? That was because I was using the link from this. Whereas like when I gave you the one to join the call, that was like the wrong one when we started this. That's the one that works for everyone, but then we can't go live. So now someone is saying in the Discord like that the Hangout's not working for them. And so we're right back to square one. with like half the
So
people not being able
viewers,
to get
that's
in here.
also a recurring theme on Patreon Hangouts with Logic. Google Hangouts gives out like trillions of links and only one of them works. So we had the issue where Logic was sitting in one Hangout and everyone else was sitting in the other Hangout. Then Steve McRae told him how to do it correctly. Then it broke apart even more. And now today he made a Hangout on air, send us the link that Google gave him, but that led to another Hangout. So basically, half of the Patreon Hangout is fun with Hangouts.
I mean, it's possible that I'm just a complete fucking idiot. Which is true regardless, I suppose. But it seems like Hangouts is very confusing at times. Regardless.
By the way, I got an idea for another revenue stream for your channel. You make pantyhose-faced politics, and then you make like political videos about don't know whatever is around in Canada.
I should just make videos on on my second channel, just ranting about like Sargon, Alex Jones, fucking Brexit,
even better.
And
Even better, you make an admiration channel for Justin Trudeau. Where just fawn at him for every day or every second day. And then you try to get into the right circle. So it's a must watch. Watch this guy telling about the magnificent haircut of our great leader.
I don't know if there's a market for that. Rant a bit about Sargon now. No.
I think Sargon is currently preoccupied with himself enough. I think in recent times he sounds, how should I say it, more deranged. So since Brexit is now falling apart even harder than it was before, he is, I don't know, he changed a bit.
I haven't been listening to the guy for quite a while, so I just have to take people's word on it, I guess. I honestly don't really care.
So basically,
I kind of stopped caring about any of this like political nonsense that people like to talk about so much.
Yeah, Sargon had some change of minds. Like, for example, when Theresa May was elected, he was like, "Yeah, the EU fears her good negotiation abilities." 1 year later, oh, she got nothing, and her paper sucks, and she is bad, and she was bad from the beginning. This is basically Sargon in the last year.
Okay, well, whatever.
I know with me personally, the media is so oversaturated with just nasty politics stuff that I've kind of tuned out a little bit because I want like dick jokes and funny stuff and like, you know.
Noted. One of my high-paying patrons wants more dick jokes. I will take that under advisement.
Definitely
I think
like
that
the
whole
cerebral, like, you know, religious debunks and things like that, and like.
But you like them more when there's more dick jokes. I know what's up. I know what's up.
I have the feeling that the whole bash SJWs market reached its cap and it's now oversaturated because whenever I open YouTube after I watch the Sargon video by accident, it's like, yeah, SJWs totally wrecked by, and then you see like the
I didn't understand a
or
word of that,
something
to
like
be
that.
honest with you. Like that part where you did the dumb voice, I didn't understand a fucking word of that. I understood SJWs.
Yeah, that's like a market, like dunking SJWs, and then you need like a name like the Dunkening or the Quartering or the Satirician, and then you need like a Skeptic clone avatar, but you already got that.
What about like Logicked? Is that enough of a stereotypical anti-SJW name?
Nah, that needs to be a bit more.
Yeah, like the logic-ning.
Yeah, right. That's an idea for next
Or like
channel.
when
You make an
Pentoven
SJW
pretended
dump
to
check.
stumble over your name because he wanted to make it sound like it was worse than it was.
Dude, that's a really common phenomenon. Like the people who come on my channel and they're like, why you no live debate X apologist, doesn't matter the apologist, they're all the same basically. Why don't you debate this person and you wear a mask because you're a pantyhose faced coward and
Don't
whatever
forget
your
the
name is,
Reptile Army.
whatever your, that's the third one. It's like whatever your name is, log, and they like misspell it. And I'm like, dude, it's literally on your screen as you're writing this.
So
You're on my fucking channel and you can't write my name right and you think that this is an insult.
wait, I have a better idea for your emergency funding. There is a market for your name on other sites.
Logdict.
No, long dict, and then you just make videos where like a black guy has fun with your wife or something.
So you could just film what's already going on, basically.
Yes, basically filming his wife with Nemamaya.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's been a recurring problem for me. Yeah, I always thought that I should have called my channel Logdict. Maybe when I made my Pornhub account, that's what I should have called it. God damn it! Now I feel like that's a missed opportunity. Can you rename a Pornhub account?
I don't know.
You can make a
You're
second
not
Pornhub
familiar.
account.
You're not
You never
familiar with the Pornhub profile settings, Sven? Really? Come on. I know if I looked around, I'd find you on there. You're probably got at least 20,000 followers on there.
You have followers on Pornhub now?
Yes,
I have a Pornhub account.
you can have followers on Pornhub. It's basically like YouTube.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
But I think
it's
they call it
porn YouTube.
subscribers.
Whatever they call them, it's all the same. I mean, followers and subscribers are an identical concept, right?
There's a pun there somewhere. I'll find it.
Account.
Can you come closer to the phone or something? You're breaking up a little bit.
Sorry, we're driving right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
I was asking if you need any disgusting art for your Pornhub.
Pornhub art. Yeah. Yeah.
like a little mini censored.
Little tiny censor bar.
Like these ones, except like without the underwear.
Oh shit, you're breaking up.
Oh. Maybe it's mobile data. You're having like problems with mobile data.
Well,
okay,
we were
sorry.
just at the Boston Comic Convention, from Boston down to Mass Pike to our place. So
I'm having a lot of trouble making out what you're saying. I think you're either having like connection issues or I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. Kind of sucks.
So what did I miss in the first half hour?
We
We talked a lot about Alex Jones.
Oh, the red face yelling dude.
Yeah,
Yes.
the red face yelling dude who's sadly not on YouTube anymore, and it really reduces the
But I
crazy level by like
think-
10%, and I'm very, very sad.
I think he is still on Twitter, and people are flipping their tables because of it.
Yeah, they're really
Because-
pissed off that he's still on
because
Twitter.
For once, Twitter found like their balls, and they were like, "No, it's like he makes ridiculous claims, but journalists can disprove him." And then they were like, "Yeah, but it's not the work of not the job of journalists to disprove people who are wrong." And I was like, "Wait a minute, isn't it the work of journalists to uncover truths?"
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, also they're probably capitalizing on the fact that Twitter's now the only place you can find him, and that's going to be a substantial traffic boost now. They have like a monopoly on his crazy shit.
Well, they don't quite have a monopoly because like he made a BitChute channel and what else?
Oh, well, if he's on BitChute, then never mind.
Yeah, he was growing pretty fast there for a
He's-
while on BitChute. Like he
What is BitChute? Never even heard of it.
Oh, it's like attempting to be a YouTube competitor. I think it's like some kind of like distributed. Uh, I could be thinking of the wrong one because I don't use it. I mean, I think I have an account, but I think it's like something to do with the blockchain thing, and I don't know. I don't know anything about it really, but it's I think it's trying to be like anti-authoritarian by design.
I see on
Video site.
Minds.
What?
You see on Minds, because that was Sauron once made an advertisement campaign for them. Even had
Yeah,
their
mine's is
post.
actually like fairly big.
Yeah, but the thing is, whenever I check on Minds, now they are doing like cryptocurrency, and also when I look at people there, it's like mostly, how should I say it, conspiracy theorists.
I just looked. I have like 107,000 views on mine's. That's crazy.
Ooh.
Wow. And I have like 950 subs over there. And I just post my videos and then walk away. I never look at anything.
How's the audio on our side? I think we are.
It sounds
back.
better so far.
Oh,
Okay. We're driving back from Boston Comic Con, so we're on the Math Turnpike, and I think we just hit a dead spot.
Oh.
Probably ran into some super mutants. I've seen enough Fallout 4 to see how Boston looks like. By the way, Logic, what do you think about Amazing Atheist being banned off?
I think
Twitter?
it sucks, man. I think it sucks. I think it's fucking pretty bad.
Out of yet know the reasoning for it?
Yeah, well, he made that joke about like because someone like made some statement about how white people suck or whatever, and then he like parodied it about how all white people should die or something, and then they banned his account.
What?
Interesting. When a white dude does that, people freak out. But when
No, he misses the verified check mark.
He
only
had
allowed
like
to self-flagellate as white dude if you have a verified check mark.
Yeah, he had some. He made some satirical tweet about like all white people are scum and should die and all this kind of stuff. And then, hey, New York Times, can I have a job now? I think I've met the qualifications. That was the tweet, and it's like okay. I mean, it's yeah, he said that they should die, but it was clearly like it was saying the opposite of that in reality. So whatever.
Did you hear about the thing he put on Reddit?
What did he put on Reddit?
He like someone commented like he made a rape joke or something like that, and then he kind of like flew off the handle and said, "I hope you get raped," and like just crazy shit like that. I'll see if I can find it.
Well, yeah, that I don't really support.
as long as TJ doesn't reach the Cult of Dusty level.
What is a Cult of Dusty? I gotta keep my finger on the pulse of things better because I don't know what the fuck is going on.
The Cult of Dusty thing is like half a year or a year old now, when he was starting to sell a guide how to make money by copying porn through the internet.
Oh right, yeah. And then he had like his thing about how to get rich quick or whatever. Yes. Yeah, I heard about that. I mean, I guess if people have an issue with it on copyright grounds, like they can take it up with him.
Every YouTube atheist went over to like bashing SJWs or went over to become crazy, like TJ or Cult of Dusty or Steve Shives. So what
did TJ really go crazy? Like what?
Uh...
I'm trying to find what he said. I was really.
I mean, TJ went crazy when he renamed his channel away from the Amazing Atheist.
Well, that was a bad marketing move. I would agree, but that's not really going crazy.
What did you rename it?
The Bible Reloaded, which is now Hugo and Jake.
Yeah.
Which is so disappointing.
What I was surprised about, and I don't know if Jake or I don't know if Jake will ever watch this, but like the idea of throwing away the Bible Reloaded Twitter handle and renaming it to Papa Bird Jake was like, what are you doing, dude? Why are you doing this?
I'm so mad that I wasn't faster on this because I would have liked to. So what I do sometimes is I find people who recently changed their Twitter handle, then take their old handle, make like the whole profile again, but in black and white, and call it the spirit of, and then the name past, and then I'm dredging through their old tweets to do something like, back in my days, we did it like this.
I found what he said. Someone said that they were a rape victim, and he said, "I will make you a rape victim if you don't fuck off."
Jesus
And then he
Christ.
said, she said,
To be fair, they probably wouldn't feel it anyway.
That was the joke
he
I
or she
wanted to
said,
make.
"I am a rape
With
victim."
his 4 centimeters of penis, I doubt he will even reach penetration.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if it counts as rape.
By UK laws, there has to be some kind of something like that, right? And then he said, "Well, you deserved it, so fuck you. I hope it happens again soon." Wow,
Can you
he says
please
a
share
lot
the
of
link?
vitriolic stuff. And then he says, "I'm not mad. I'm just trying to trigger you. It's working, I guess."
Well, whatever.
Whatever.
The question, Wayland, is reading the Bible even marketable? Or technically reading the Bible as an atheist while making fun of it really marketable? Because the main market of people who want to listen to people reading and commenting the Bible is probably Christians.
Well, are you asking if it's marketable to like? Are you generally asking if it's marketable to read the Bible?
In the chat. I'm answering to the guy in the chat.
Yeah.
Would you ignore it again?
I didn't understand what you were talking. Yeah, they went to Hugo and Jake because it's more marketable and according to them allows them to have more varied content. I don't know. I guess Social Blade is the arbiter of whether the name change was successful or not.
Someone asked, "Who's the Indian dude?"
Sven?
What?
Sven?
I'm not Indian.
No, you're clearly Indian.
Which
Listen to you.
Indian?
Listen to that strong, heavy Indian accent. And that symbol.
I prefer to be called Native American.
That symbol that symbol in your avatar is clearly Indian. It's a dream catcher.
No, it's technically for Magic the Gathering.
A game invented in India, I believe.
Can you tell us about the traditions of your forefathers? Sven?
I can tell you that the Taj Mahal is going to be destroyed soon.
Why?
Because it's a Muslim building and the current government neglects it for like 3 years now, and they think about destroying it because it is back from the evil time.
You know, if the Americans can pick up Canada and put it between Texas and Florida, at the very least they could pick up the Taj Mahal and put that between Texas and Florida instead.
Is that something we did?
Things they get infested with Bigfoot. We got to be careful.
What?
Sorry, we.
When you neglect your buildings, they get infested by Bigfoots.
Oh shit! There's Bigfoots in India? Wait, where is the Taj Mahal? India? Yeah. Indiana. Oh.
Oh man,
That's much closer than I thought. That's
kind of like the Nashville Parthenon, which is actually a thing.
How many
That's
Bigfoots are in there?
Four.
4? Same number of fathers Sven has.
You know, the problem with Bigfoots is that they're basically anywhere that nature is, because they the links between the dimensions are in the trees, right? So they have to like have a tree to create a portal. So if you allow a tree to accidentally grow in your building, you're fucked.
Does it have to be alive?
In an old sack of rice in my closet.
I don't think anyone's going to understand the reference to the Sasquatches, but who cares? I mean, the transdimensional tree Sasquatches.
Can you pop out of
yeah,
any
indeed.
wood?
What?
Oh, come on. Your chat doesn't want me to send the link via chat.
What do you mean?
I wanted to post a link about the teardown of the Taj Mahal.
Hmm.
So basically, it is so polluted that they either have to renovate it or tear it down. And the
Renovate
government
it.
doesn't want to renovate. Yeah, it will soon turn green.
Actually, that sounds fucking awesome. Why not just let it turn green?
But
The
then it'll
India
attract more
Supreme
Bigfoot.
That's what happened to the Statue of Liberty. We just let that happen.
Yeah, just let it happen.
Things just seem to turn green after a while.
Yeah,
So
the Statue of Liberty is
basically,
also made of
yeah,
copper.
but
which is why it-
usually marble doesn't turn green. The India Supreme Court has criticized the government for not doing enough to preserve the white marble Taj Mahal, which has been turning yellow and green due to pollution.
So wow, so it's like they have yellow and green just floating around in the air, and it just gets stuck on it.
I don't know. India is a pretty dirty country. I mean, have
That
People
you
does
do-
seen
not
their
sound
sacred
promising for the
river?
health of the people.
It's a serious problem. Like people openly defecate in the streets there. So there's I believe there are parts where there's so much like dried feces that you can like contract hepatitis just by breathing in the dust.
Ew,
Someone is
Heels were invented for wading through shit in France.
What was?
High-heeled shoes were invented for wading through shit in France.
I heard that they were invented to help people get on top of horses.
Did you Google this? Did either of you actually research this?
Me?
What,
No.
with
Of course
the
I
Taj
feel like we
Mahal?
need a tiebreaker here because you're both making claims.
I'll Google it.
I mean,
Yeah, somebody
I mean,
Google it.
if you want to see pollution in India, just watch videos from the Ganges River, which is apparently the holy river, but they pollute it like it's like something next to like a Monsanto factory or like a chemical lab or something where they just like put all the sludge into the river.
I also heard that the because of a combination of the chemicals in there and also the fact that they ceremonially like put bodies into the river when people die, the catfish grow to like 7-8 feet long and hundreds of pounds because they eat the corpses and they're like all mutated.
Yeah, they've got these monster fish.
I mean, at least
So
something is
Fallout New
eating the
India?
corpses.
New Delhi.
Oh yeah, awesome, good, settled. Come on, Bethesda.
Where you can explore the crumbling remains of the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, and you don't even need to have it set after the nuclear
Yeah, it
apocalypse.
somehow looks better than it does now.
Yeah, it killed all the shit all over the Taj Mahal, and now it's back to pristine condition.
Yeah, there's giant
Yes, no,
giant
because
alligators,
the
but the
economy
marble is
collapsed
white
due to
as
the nuclear
can be.
fallout. There wasn't as much dirt anymore, or as enough pollution anymore to turn it green.
According to ABC.net, the origin of the heel relates to horse riding and warriors and the ability to hold tight to the saddle.
Oh, you win.
Boosh. They also double as wading through shit in the streets of France. That's weird.
Oh, nice. The participation ribbon.
I mean, it's France. It doesn't even look great by today's standards. So probably, I can only imagine how it looked in the Middle Ages.
They should bring high heels to India to help them get over that hepatitis thing.
No, Indians.
And their butt will look great.
So
I don't think
India
hepatitis can be cured by just stepping over it, AIDS.
It can't hurt, can it?
Get over it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That was the joke. I'm explaining the joke.
That's the best part. You should actually do that more in your videos.
Explain the joke?
Yep.
I probably should a little bit because I've had some issues with people, like multiple people, correcting me when I'm actually correct because like I made a joke that wasn't clear enough that it was a joke.
Well, whenever people try to correct you, that's the case, right?
Sometimes people correct me and I actually feel like an idiot because I know I'm wrong. But sometimes I know I'm right and I can explain why I'm right, and then they correct me. and it's annoying.
Well,
But they can do it if they want, because you know what? Every comment counts towards the algorithm, so hooray.
I must say it's a weird algorithm.
It is.
You
I
know-
don't know why that's a thing. Like, why would commenting be even factored in?
Have you guys heard of the Elsa Gate thing?
I have no idea what that is.
It's like the whole conspiracy about children's YouTube videos, how they're like created by some kind of machine to just like take advantage of the algorithm, and they all like inexplicably have like hundreds of millions of views, even though they literally just like swap assets, and like there's somebody singing in a like broken Indian accent, and people don't know where all these views are coming from, and it turns out it's just like parents who give their kid a tablet and hit play, and then autoplay takes care of the rest of it. Like these people have mastered that autoplay algorithm, and so
There are a lot of videos that are like clearly just a robot voice with like a prepackaged like 3D animated thing. Like, as a person with recent experience with the YouTube Kids app, yeah, no, there's clearly so many of those. And then there's ones where like, you know, you'll put it on autoplay, and then all of a sudden it'll be like a teddy bear getting fucking syringes put in its feet and
Yep.
crying, and then the kid comes to you like crying, and it's like, what the fuck, dude? Why would you put that on there? Do
I've
it.
also heard that the comments, if you look at the comments, a lot of them are just gibberish. And I've heard that this is like some deep conspiracy Alex Jones shit, but child traffickers sometimes use these videos and they put like codes into them. And if you look on like some of their channels, you'll see like videos of kids, and allegedly that's like them on display or whatever.
Huh.
Look into it. Anyway, what I
Someone
was saying
said,
is,
"Hey, Logic, you're a master," and I am very satisfied with that comment.
that's
Go
all they
ahead.
said.
That's all they said, and I felt that it was relevant to actually say in the stream.
Oh yeah.
What was Pizzagate, anyways?
Oh, Pizzagate was a different thing. That was also a pedophilia thing, though.
Elsa did Pizzagate. That's another one from the chat.
That yeah. A Pizzagate was something to do with like Hillary Clinton, and there's like a pizza place in DC that allegedly they use the basement, and there's like weird emails talking about cheese pizza, which is like CP. It's supposed to be code for child porn.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God, that
That-
sounds far-fetched.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes the more far-fetched a theory is, the more alluring it is.
I mean, the thing is with like child porn is mostly hosted by the FBI, so
Really?
basically, a fun thing is that a lot of child porn is hosted by the FBI to catch people who try to watch it.
Thanks for totally getting my video auto flagged, by the way.
No problem. Now
You
you
got
can
the
never
CP bomb?
monetize this channel.
Nope, never.
Never.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen with the kind of people, the kind of scum that I have on here. It's never fucking gonna
You're
happen.
getting close. 909.
Yeah, but I still have to go from about 17,000 watch minutes to like 240,000 watch minutes. So I got a ways to go.
Just
Evil
leave the stream running.
Evil atheist only gets scum subscribers.
Evil atheists only get what?
Scum subscribers.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. No upstanding citizens would ever subscribe to me.
Pizzagate might be a loony conspiracy, but pedophilia is a serious problem. I
I
agree.
don't think anyone here is denying that. Somehow. Anyone here denying that? I don't think so.
Any pro pedophiles in the stream or in chat?
Yeah. Frankly, if there's like a pro pedophile in the room, I don't think I really need your Patreon money anymore.
I think we can all
Beggars
agree
can't be
that
choosers.
the quantity of pedophilia is a bad amount of pedophilia.
I mean, I'm all for pedophiles who try to get treated for it because there is treatment available. So if you're feeling attracted to children, there's like chemical castration available for that, together with psychological support.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it should be at least to the degree that they can walk into like a psychiatrist and be like, "Help me."
Yeah, I once read an article about a guy who was feeling pedophilic, and he had
Darth Hamer just says Darth Hamer, not Hammer, just says
so
no, and then in all caps, no, and I don't know what the no's are referring to, like at all.
maybe he doesn't want to go to the psychiatrist.
Could
Maybe.
be.
I
So a
don't-
few years
I
ago
don't
in a
know.
newspaper, I read an article about one guy who is in treatment, so he got chemically castrated, and he talked about how it took him like 3 years to find a psychiatrist who didn't just send him out again.
It's terrible.
Because he went there and like, yeah, I feel attracted to children and I don't want to molest children. Please help me. And he was like, we don't treat such sickos. Go out here.
That's kind of counterproductive. Yeah.
And technically against German law.
Huh.
It's like
Because
that
as doctor, you aren't allowed to refuse patients unless you can prove that you're fully at capacity.
Huh.
Especially if it's like acute.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Same thing in the US.
Yeah, there's other countries like Poland who don't have that.
So, Darth Hamer clarified no child pornography and such.
I'm not sure what that is.
That makes sense. I would agree. I concur with this very controversial statement.
Isn't the
no child
chronograph?
pornography?
Isn't that the thing that plays records?
A pronophone.
Yeah.
That's how they used to watch porn in the old days.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on the chronograph.
That's how Annie got her
Zero.
start.
Zero. So basically, it's not only based on the coaching, it is really based with medicine, which makes you rather impotent and kills all your libido. So it's not just like you go to a psychiatrist and he says, don't go near children. And you're like, okay, good plan.
I assume you've tried that at that point.
No, it wasn't that article. And also, I'm perfectly healthy. My mother had me tested.
Can you guys please help me? I'm trying to DM Mahler on Twitter. How does one do this?
You click on that. You see that envelope icon when you click on his when you are in his profile, then you can send him a DM.
Yeah.
Alternatively, you can click on the envelope item on the main screen of the Twitter app. After you're logged in, of course.
Yeah. Well, that's assuming that Mahler actually has open DMs, which I'm not sure. Also, Mahler is like never on Twitter, so you might not get a response.
Just ask Logic to call him.
Just put his number in the description.
Depending on what it's about, I could ask him for you, but it depends if it's actually like important or if it's just like, hey man, I like your videos. You know what I mean?
That's pretty important.
Yeah, that can be put in a YouTube comment though. But if it's like, hey man, I was told by a kidnapper that I have to get you to send $1 million or my family will be slaughtered. That's a different story.
Oh,
you specifically, Mahler.
Boring.
Only you can save my child.
Mortis?
Boring. Yeah. Well, that's why I called it a boring hangout in the title. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, you could make that hangout a bit more lively if you just go to the Patreon hangout tier, and you can join the hangout and make it more lively.
I could invite Telltale.
Then you can join this elitist club of logic connoisseurs.
Telltale's talking in my Discord. I could be like, hey man, you want to do a live stream? And then you could come in here and talk to us about Jehovah's Witnesses.
I mean, he can come over. I was a Jehovah's Witness once. It was weird.
You were? Really? I didn't know that, I don't think.
Yeah, it was during my childhood.
Was it like your edgy teenage phase? You were like, no, fuck you, Mom. I'm a Jehovah's Witness now.
No, I was there because of my mom, but she left Jehovah's Witnesses, and I went with it because I was under 14. So basically, in Germany, under 14, you don't have religious freedom.
Oh,
Up to that point, your parents can decide, but after 14, they cannot even forcefully drag you to church. The only reason why they could do it if nobody could watch after you, and then if it would technically come before a court would say, yeah, but like a child at home alone with 14 for 2 hours on a Friday, I don't see the reason why you need a babysitter.
Shut up, Mom. I'm going to church with Xenu. He gets me.
ask Telltale what he thought of The Last Jedi. Oh God, yeah. In the last hangout, I had Mauler, Dishonored Wolf, and Rags, who were all like super anti The Last Jedi. And then Paulogia came in, and Shannon came in and mentioned that like he had worked for Lucasfilm, and immediately, like we were talking about Marvel movies, he wanted to come in and talk about Marvel movies, and immediately, all three of them are like, he mentions like, yeah, I kind of like The Last Jedi, and immediately it's like the whole room explodes. All three of them are like, what are you talking about? What about this plot hole? And what about that plot hole? And I'm like, oh shit, what have I done? I should not have
I
put these
mean,
people together.
I mean, they are furries, so don't expect too much of them.
Two of them are furries, yeah. Peace of
Okay,
Mind says, you got Rags? It's like, yeah. Rags likes my stuff, apparently, which is cool. And Mauler too. I don't know if these people even know who Mauler is. Well, some of them do. Mauler's bitch Jenna blocked me for zero reason. That is not an important reason to contact Mauler, quite frankly.
So
I think that's a joke, though. Because there's someone.
Jenna says he shouldn't bring his drama into the other places, so I'm not sure about that. But if you have that
Oh wow,
attitude
that might
towards
actually be
her,
real.
then
Okay.
there might be a reason to it.
Yeah, I don't care who blocked who for what reason. At all. So sorry. Like literally everyone here right now could block me, and I'd be like, oh, I guess I annoyed them. Oh well.
What would be even worse for Logic if we would start withdrawing our patron pledges? Because that's how we control him.
Yeah, that's basically how they control the message. They keep me on message by threatening to reduce their Patreons.
So half of Logic's Patreon is us three, and the rest is the Illuminati. So we control him.
This whole stream is actually scripted out. We've typed up what Logic has to say,
which is pretty crazy considering how insane it seems like that we're just switching topics randomly to like child
stick to the
pornography,
script,
and Pizzagate, and
let's get back to Last Jedi.
Service on
And
the
if Logic answers wrong, we just remotely activate his shock collar.
Whether or not you like The Last Jedi is going to be the major division in the 2020 election.
I agree.
That actually could be true.
I will vote for Trump.
Mark Hamill for president.
So basically, Trump will win on the platform of The Last Jedi was shit.
If he strikes it from the canon, he has my vote.
Let me see.
I mean, he gets re-elected anyway, so he doesn't have to do much of a platform.
That explains why Logic doesn't read the chat. Yeah, you figured that out, huh?
We're also typing. This is all us in the chat. This is part of the script as well.
It is. It's true. Okay, I have to. Telltale says you can join. Hold on, I have to find. I have to do two things at once. Hold on. Let me see here. There's this. There we go. Sent Telltale the link, but he says he could only join for a second, so I don't know. Since you're white, have you got a $50,000 check from your grandparents? Got it. Yeah, I saw that tweet from that person. White people get $50,000 checks from their grandparents, and black people are supporting their grandparents. How's that for like a racist system or whatever? Fucking.
That is actually fantastic news for me. I wish my parents had told me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like call up your grandmas and be like, "What the fuck, bitch? Where's my $50,000 check, bitch?"
Where's my money,
call it-
Carol?
I say that every other week anyway.
So not to open up too big of a can of worms, but as far as like the whole like shitting on the Last Jedi thing, one of my pet peeves is fans of anything openly acting like something is owed to them. Like I feel like at a certain point, like you like what you like or not, and I don't feel like it's right to expect like the writers of these movies to be like, oh, I hope this one blogger likes the thing I made.
The one thing about fandoms is usually that when you go into like an established IP, then you are bound to the rules of this IP. For example, if we would take like Star Wars and would add the Borg to it, then people would be like, that doesn't fit into the IP. So basically, you're clamping yourself down to the rule set of this IP. But on the other hand, you already get like all the fans coming in to see a movie. It's like what Marvel does. Like, well, probably a lot of people don't give a shit about half of the year of that lineup they have. But on the other side, they still go there because they know what to expect. And fans react very negatively if you change something.
Telltale showed up for apparently like 2 seconds.
No,
hey
like
man.
Bye, Telltale. Bye, Telltale.
Is my mic terrible?
It doesn't sound like you're at the pool anymore. So
I am not at the pool anymore.
good. Sounds a lot better. How's it going, Telltale?
Oh, not too bad. It's going. Just working on the video and the regular stuff. You know, you?
You're you have like a lot of YouTube subscribers, so you get in with the $2 Patreon.
Right.
Yeah, you're like VIP, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's how it works. You basically buy your way in with popularity.
Be popular in the first place, and then I can get it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like
VIP. Like, what's the threshold for VIP usually?
It's 15.
Oh, that's
usually
cool. All right, nice.
Yeah, you got a severe discount.
I know.
So we should invite Greg over, so because he is like even more popular.
Who?
Don't even start, man. Don't even start.
But why not? Aren't you the best friends?
Hey, I would if he wanted to come in, I would be like, sure, man, come in. But I don't think he wants to come in.
You've done that before with Brony or whatever his name is.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I have. But he was a patron for a long time and stuff, and I'm kind of like, yeah. I'm not like the live stream Nazi. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm the same way. I've actually started this thing where I'm trying to get I'm trying to do live streams more and stuff and get patrons in more often and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm trying to come up with better rewards for Patreon because sending out t-shirts and stuff is actually really time consuming. Like just having to, get people's addresses and stuff, and it's really difficult. So trying to come up with better rewards that took less time but were better than a t-shirt. I don't know. Still thinking.
Yeah, I think anything merch like is kind of tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's hard to come up with anything that's not merch-ish, sort of.
Yeah. I figured what I was gonna do was get if you pay a certain amount, then you can come into a voice chat or a live stream with me while I record a video, and I'll talk to you while I record it and stuff. That's a pretty good perk. People seem to like that.
Do they get to watch the editing and stuff?
Nah, just listen to me talk. The editing takes so long. Ugh, I just record it and talk to them while I do.
Yeah.
But I have like this weird voice that's different than my normal voice. It's my YouTube voice. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but I go into YouTube mode when I record, and it's kind of weird.
We noticed you sounded different at the beginning.
I think that I'm sort of like the only difference between me in normal mode and me in YouTube mode is that in normal mode I stutter and say a lot more. I take a lot more pauses, but other than that, it's pretty much the same, I think.
Yeah, I do the same thing. It's constant pauses, and reading something is like every other sentence sometimes is like I'm stumbling over my words, and then other times it just flows right out. So I do a lot of editing.
Yeah.
That's... But anyway.
Would a live stream Nazi attempt to exterminate the unboxing live streams or the gaming live streams? Huh, that's a good question. Which one is actually controlling the media the most?
Unboxing.
Probably unboxing, you think? Really?
Yeah. All they do is take a toy out of a box and it gets 10 million views.
Actually, they do like their gold. So,
That's true.
yeah.
And at least the live game players are often doing like awesome charity streams for like baby hospitals.
And they're getting solo wins on Fortnite, so
That's something I only managed to do in the Nintendo Switch because the players there are so bad that even I can win.
Hey, I'm wondering who's been watching Logic the longest here.
Me.
Yeah, fair enough.
does it count if we watched him before he made videos?
Can you
is-
see when you did subscribe to a channel?
I don't think you can see it. Like YouTube has a lot of options, but I don't think that's one of them. If I remember,
I think I started watching him during the John Morris Pendleton era.
Oh man, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, that's 2013 at the latest.
I think I started watching around 2014. Yeah, that's when I became atheist and found YouTube atheism.
11 months
Only
ago
that
for
recently,
me.
huh?
Aaron has been, I think, almost 2 years. I was a bit of a late comer.
I haven't even reached a year yet.
Oh yeah, you said 10 months, right?
11, yeah.
Oh, you're counting.
Well,
How
I
many
have, an app,
days?
I have an app that shows me how long someone's been on YouTube and how long you've been subscribed to them. You've been on YouTube for 7 years, and I've been subscribed for 11 months.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. That's convenient.
Yeah.
And I just have to find my original YouTube account.
The Logic Live, this channel's over a year old.
Wait, is this a channel? Are we on YouTube? Awesome. I didn't know about that.
Yes, on Logic live streams. But
Yeah,
don't
we're
worry,
live
it's
right
just
now.
16 viewers.
I gotta go check.
Yeah, I'm killing it on views on this channel, man.
Huh. I didn't know
Almost
this existed.
Almost as much as the usual Steve McRae stream.
No, I've only been using this channel to actually live stream since what, like 3-4 days ago?
3 days ago.
3 days ago. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. My podcast channel has like 1,000 subscribers, just broke 1,000. I've had it for like since March.
Okay.
Crazy shit. And you're at a 909 subscribers on this already. How long's this existed?
I think Logic should try drawing.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'll be very embarrassing.
I don't know.
Come on, you can take lessons with Telltale.
I'm really not that good at drawing. It looks like I'm good at drawing. I'm just following art tutorials on like dragoart.com and stuff. It's not special, I promise. I really suck at drawing, honestly.
Yeah, bullshit.
So now it comes out that Telltale's wife is secretly.
Fish. I think I got like 7 views. I'm pretty proud of that.
I'm gonna boost your volume. Hold on. Try it again. Try it again. Alexander, try it again.
Oh, how's that?
That's better. Yeah. You were kind of quiet, so I'm trying to boost you as opposed to
Huh.
everyone else.
Oh, I was just saying, I think I did like 2 YouTube videos ever, like 5 years ago, and I think I'm up to like 7 or 8 views. I'm pretty proud of that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh man, my first video I ever put out was it was kind of like at the time I was watching a lot of old Cult of Dusty videos from like 2010 or whatever, whenever he started. And so I was kind of imitating his style, and it was bad. It was very bad.
That doesn't seem to match with your sort of cadence.
No, it didn't, and it doesn't. And I took the video down, and nobody will ever see it again. So,
yeah.
Unless you pay $20 in Patreon, then you get access to the Patreon exclusive Telltale Tries Dusty.
Oh yeah, I don't know. That could be a Patreon perk showing that video, but it's embarrassing, so probably not. I got better after that.
Don't do embarrassing things for Patreon.
Okay.
It's not worth it.
Okay.
Wayland Volunder says, when are you going to post on illogical occurrences? It's not called illogical occurrences anymore. It's called Pantyhose Faced Coward is my second channel. Because I'm gonna use it as my unmasked channel just for like chatting about nonsense, just like sit down with a camera and just talk about whatever like that I would never put on my main channel. But because it's my unmasked channel, I called it Pantyhose Faced Coward because that's what everyone calls me on my main channel. Especially like whenever pissed off Kent Hovind fans or Trey Smith fans or whatever fans come in, they're like, why are you not showing your face? You're wrong because you don't show your face and you have pantyhose on your face, you coward.
It's stupid.
It's fucking stupid. It's the worst argument, but it's also by far the most common religious argument from the hardcore sect, like the Kent Hovind people
Like
and the
extremists.
yeah.
I mean, it's phase 2 of denial. So if your brain decides that that an information is against what it sees as correct in this world, the first thing is deny that the information is true, and if that isn't possible, just say, well, that guy isn't trustworthy anyways.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking for this channel and I can't find it. Pantyhose Faced Coward.
Might get some weird other stuff in there.
Yeah. Someone Googled Pantyhose Faced Coward to see what came up, and it's all like pantyhose face sitting videos.
Oh God.
Are you in any of them?
Be careful, there's pornea on the way.
And I loved the name even better after they pointed that out. I was like, oh, it's perfect. It's exactly what I want.
No, it says no results.
But
Yeah,
now
I
you're
should start. That channel would go over really well on Pornhub. Yeah.
Right.
So now after Telltale was already disfellowshipped, he now gets double disfellowship for finding pornea in the web.
Right? Yes. That's were you Jehovah's Witness? That's interesting.
Yes.
You knew the word. You were?
Yes, until the
that's
age of
crazy.
12. But I was never baptized. I dodged that bullet.
Right, but you knew the word pornea and how they use it, so that's pretty impressive.
So basically, I know it from the English one because it was never used in Germany.
Right?
In Germany, there are some things different with Jehovah's Witnesses in Europe. They aren't that doomsday because that wouldn't fly.
Right. Cultural differences, I guess.
Yeah, and I've recently thought about like just going to a congress to see if they also start doing all the electronic and video stuff even here in Europe. But I saw the Kingdom Hall I visited, or in the city here where I live, has been replaced by a building 10 kilometers away, which the witnesses built over a weekend.
Right.
Yes, because for the old they had to pay like what is it, rent, and for the new one they don't have.
That's pretty interesting. So you are from Germany originally, I guess?
Yes.
I thought you were Indian.
I'm not Indian.
Native American. Jesus.
Isn't he actually still in Germany?
Yes, I'm still German, even though I'm in like the French border region,
Oh, that's
which
great.
isn't
The Rhine?
completely seen as German by Germany people.
Well, that's pretty crazy, though.
So you're fake German? Like, if you weren't German, what would you be?
Sweet.
No, French.
French.
So I'm living like
Oh, God
6 or
damn it.
7 kilometers away from the German-French border.
Do you need to wear high heels to wade through the shit?
No, I'm living on the German side of the border.
That won't stop Hep C, by the way.
So is it like is it like right at the border that it starts? Is that kind of how it works? Like you walk over to the border and all of a sudden it's like a big line of shit.
Hepatitis has always been really blasé about its caring for international borders.
Can you smell it from
Oh,
where you
yeah,
are,
really?
Sven?
What?
Can you smell it from where you are?
Nope.
Lucky.
Funny. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. I'll talk to you later on.
See you later, man.
Bye.
Oh, and there he goes again.
Yeah, he could only come on for like a second. I knew that.
Before I had to build the next Kingdom Hall. I mean, it's Saturday.
So what's some crazy shit about Jehovah's Witnesses? Because I don't know that much about them.
So there's some fun parts about Jehovah's Witnesses, especially when you hear about it from Americans or English-speaking countries, because over here they are a good bit less. How should I say it? Doomsday. They also don't really believe in young Earth creationism, because they use then the dodging with, yeah, but who says that those 6 days were like days how we imagine days? They could have been longer. So the dinosaurs went extinct because the 6 days were so long that the dinosaurs went extinct on the way. And
You have to understand.
also,
Here in America, we have this mindset that history over 200 years old is not worth knowing about.
yeah, and also one thing is also when you see like the propaganda of them with like, yeah, if someone tries to give you like a rainbow colored bracelet, you have to like refute them and tell them you're a Bible reader and you know the truth and homosexuality is evil. And in Germany, they are like much more moderate in that. They don't expect you to go like that drastically or make a drastic scene, because they are kind of content, because they are currently accepted as like a religious community and are not classified as a sect, and they want to keep it on that state.
I have to ask: have you spent much time with American Jehovah's Witnesses?
No, but I have seen a good bit of content from American ones.
Well, that's what I'm. Because my experience with American Jehovah's Witnesses have been that they're one of the more moderate Christian sects in the United States.
Feels that way sometimes.
I mean, everything is moderate compared to the Westboro Baptist Church, so I don't think that's much of a matter.
That is true.
Well, the
I mean,
most
we
unusual
here.
stuff that I heard was that there's like a very specific number of people who get to go to like the main heaven.
You mean the 144,000?
Yeah.
I think I saw once a guy who drank from the wine. But to be honest, over here, like they are much, or most religious communities are very tame, so we don't have as much extremist movements here in Europe than you have in America, which is mostly caused by them being too extreme and sent out in the Middle Ages to like, go away, we don't want you here. So they went to America. Because look at the Amish and the Mennonites, I think they are even from German France region.
They're Dutch.
And
German.
Swamp Germany. So they were
Dude.
so they were sent over to America, and because of that, we don't have that much of them over here. But like, I mean, I think I saw like 3 Mormons in my life here, and the Mormons are also pretty weird because you always
Mormons are very unusual, but again, they're politically conservative, but very moderate, kind of mild. Like, there's not a lot of like really you don't really hear about extreme Mormons, you know.
Yeah.
But what did Jehovah's Witnesses in Germany often do? So basically, since I think the Jehovah's Witness leader was originally was trying to friend up to the Nazis because they had like because the leader back then had some resentments against the Jews, but he offended Hitler so much that Hitler was like, okay, into the KZ with them. And basically the Jehovah's Witnesses set their own icon on their prisoner suit. So like every class of prisoner in a KZ was like distinguished by a specific mark. Like, for example, the Jews had the David Star, homosexuals had their own one, political had their own one, and Jehovah's Witnesses got like a purple triangle. And it so often they will come like, yeah, the Nazis, they oppressed us and they killed us in the KZ, but we got through. And then you see like a lot of the things a lot of the oppression porn that they do is basically based on the Nazis in the Second World War.
That's interesting.
There's the chat is basically all about this one guy who wants to come in and tell us some valuable information that he's not actually telling us in the chat.
Oh my gosh, I'm
But
reading that right now, and it totally
It's
reminds me
sensitive
of
information.
Totally what?
In the chat, he has to say it in the live stream.
What was that? Your name's Aaron, right?
Yeah, I said that I'm reading it through it right now, trying to go through on this, and the whole having important information for your life, it reminds me of your Padre bits.
Yeah, very
is,
important information. Yeah, tell me, go back in time and tell me my future. How much does it cost, Darth Hamer? $89 instead of $129? And or an invite to the Patreon stream?
Yeah, would be careful with that logic. In worst case, you have another guardian angel moving in with you.
That's one thing I definitely do not need. Plus, I found my grandma in my closet, and she looked suspiciously like Padre too. I'm getting very concerned. I'm like being invaded by Padre-esque beings.
Well, if you find your grandma in the closet, you can ask her for the $50,000 check.
That's holy shit. That's true. I should maybe put that in my next script.
opens the drawer. Grandma, give me my 50K. Let me out, please. Only if you give me the 50K.
Save me, Wraith Demon.
I predict that tomorrow Logic will eat. Yes, but what will he eat? That's easily predictable too if you know me. How can you be sure that you aren't a Padre? I'm getting increasingly confused by this fucking chat.
Chocolate salty balls.
Oh, chocolate salty balls. That's exactly right. Yeah. Wasn't that for Christmas or something that you sent me that?
Yep.
Yeah. Michael was like, yeah, what do you want for Christmas or whenever it was? And I was like, I don't know. Like salty chocolate balls, I guess. And he's like, okay. And then he sends me like a package of like sea salt Lindt chocolates, those little balls. I was like, oh, good job, man. Good joke. That's awesome.
I mean, it's better than one of. So basically, on every company Christmas party, we are doing Secret Santa, and last year someone put in like an anal dildo into the bag. That was weird.
What's the difference between an anal dildo and a regular one?
Anal dildo are made for
Size.
putting it in the backside, and also are made to be easier extractable.
An
Yeah.
anal Oh, has something
and
to stop it from being like sucked in.
It's on a rope. It's like a Wiimote. It's got a wrist strap.
and I'm so sad that not our
Anal
project
nunchuck for the love of
manager
your life.
drew it. But it's still a improvement to the year before, where someone put in a log.
Darth Hamer, the cost at which you can speak with me and my friends is $89 instead of $129. I know I already made that joke, but I'm setting that as the actual price.
And that's, I'm sure, the last time that joke will be made. So you be grateful.
Yeah, that's the last time I will ever utter those words.
Ever.
Yeah. And
So
no
can
one will
someone
ever
tell
see
me
it except for the 20 people watch. 20 people? Oh my God.
Can
I'm
someone
starting to
tell
feel
me?
increasingly stressed about this. I feel like I have like performance anxiety. I can't get it
I
up.
have a question. What is that drummer with a Darth Hamer? Is he like someone's ex-girlfriend or what?
Mahler's girlfriend blocked him, and then he's upset, I guess.
Okay.
Mahler is like a movie review guy on YouTube.
Okay.
Who I'm kind of like friends with. And so, I don't know, man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anal ones are safe for the top shelf of the dishwasher.
I would think anal ones you have to put on the bottom for the deep
You
clean.
would think so. How does a dishwasher work?
I can explain
General?
if you really want to know.
Wait.
Darth Hamer
isn't the
says,
dishwasher-
"Ignore your chat, and you will never succeed, friend." I'm
Sage
not
advice.
ignoring my chat. I'm just not letting you in my Hangout.
Is that the information he wanted to give you?
I guess so.
problem.
Good info, man. Thank you. That's great. Thank you. Good info.
So, Darth Hamer, there's a price for coming into the Hangout. You have to be a $15 or more patron.
No, don't tell him that.
Sign up today. Logic to get money out of it.
I have an $89 instead of $129 tier on Patreon.
Oh, you said it. You said it.
No, I didn't actually say the thing. I was saying the name of my Patreon tier.
That wasn't a joke. That was
That's
just
yeah, I didn't do the joke. I was just telling you what I have on my Patreon. It doesn't count. Clearly. Good advice, never wash your dildos with your dishes.
What if you
yeah.
shit on both of them?
That's true.
And don't
Wait,
forget
who-
the
who
importance
said-
between silicon and water-based lubricants.
Who said, "What is an anal dildo?" Like, this is a quote. Quote, "What is an anal dildo?" says the man that is unfamiliar with his prostate. Who the fuck? I got to scroll back up here now.
I just said that.
You said that? I didn't hear that. Okay.
Yeah, that was because of what he said. And
Okay.
Aaron answered the question. And
Am I completely, like,
I want to
did I
vent a
go
line
deaf
of
for 2 seconds? Apparently I did.
I must say our Hangout goes the usual way. Just random topics back to back.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Telltale posted in the Discord his results for Pantyhose Face Coward. I realize what his problem is now because he spelled pantyhose with an I. Good job, Telltale. But the second result is, can a man look good in tights? And I'm like, yeah, I've been doing that for 7 years.
Yes.
So the answer is yes. It's just you have to do it in an unexpected way by putting the tights on your face.
Hey,
When you look
Not
at
only
me-
that, Logic, I want to raise the movie Robin Hood Men in Tights, where all of them looked fabulous.
Very
And they even
fabulous.
made a group song out of it.
Hey, real quick. AIDS is having a stream tomorrow. Can we shout that out?
Yeah. Hey, everyone, watch Eights' stream tomorrow. That I assume
Eseth-
actually exists.
Eseth is going to be there.
Oh, cool. Well, in that case, everyone go watch Ezet's stream tomorrow.
It is her channel. I just run over.
Oh, well, even better then. I didn't even know she was doing that, but you know, we kind
We
of
weren't
just
supposed to tell you.
we just do our shit. Yeah, everyone go watch that tomorrow. And
It's,
subscribe to at least EZET and Patreon her and PayPal her $1,000.
Done.
Great. Awesome.
The stream is not on ESET's main channel, by the way. She has a smaller channel like this one. It's on that one. I don't know what it's called at this point. I think it's still ESET Streams, but I think we're trying to rename it.
Okay.
I'm thinking full-blown 8s.
Full-blown 8s. Yeah, every time she pronounces your name just like AIDS, and every time she says it, I'm like, who the fuck is AIDS?
I thought it was like airtight when I came up with that name. I was like, there's no way anybody can make fun of this. Turns out.
Yeah, you know, if you pronounce it with my accent, where you have sort of a T in there, it's different. But she has that like weird sort of like Italianified accent where it like takes the huh off of everything. So you don't get that 8s. You get like the AIDS. And then it just sounds like AIDS.
Half-blown 8s.
Half-blown 8s. Yeah, you're
I
not
was
blown out
thinking
the
of-
H.
I got a bunch of puns. Hold on, let me go through. I'll find them. We were in a group chat on Twitter talking about what the name should be. It's some really terrible shit.
Hey, zero in the chat. Yeah, you can totally get on the live stream. You got to like DM me on Twitter. Because just for that what do you call it? Chat fucking chat message? Jesus Christ. I need to brush up on my internet lingo. What the kids are calling things these days. Yo, can I get on the live stream? I know I'm not a patron or whatever, but pretty please. I promise I'm super special and have super good info for you. Just for that, you can get on the live stream. DM me.
It's probably super special info about dishwasher safe anal toys or something.
I hope so, because I need to know.
Well, because then you don't have to tell ESET that you need someone to clean your anal dildo again.
Wayland Volunder says, when are we going to get a Logic lore wiki? Yeah, Bug Inane Dragon.
But the problem with the Logic wiki is that I don't really have time to write one, because I'm probably the biggest Logic historian here.
I think, yeah, in here you are for sure, but you got to fight with Inane Dragon for that title, because he's been like... He can, off the top of his head, tell you like what the fuck happened in every minute of every video, which is just bizarre to me.
So, Inane, can you tell me why Logic and ESET got married again?
I'm pretty sure I got poker raped.
Poker raped?
Yeah, like they played poker
interesting
and then they raped
relationship.
me into marriage. They marriage raped me.
She was a mail order bride, though, wasn't she?
Yeah, she came in a box. Yeah, that's right. That was a long time ago. Damn. That was awesome.
I just always assumed she mailed herself.
Yeah, I guess she must have. Like, who else would have packed it?
And she got
Well, there's a fine
in hell for that.
There's a fine
50%
distinction
of
between
the
mailing
profit.
yourself. You first.
And she gets, I think, 50% of the profits of Satan's games with Jesus. And got a mention in hell.
Zero corrected me in the chat. Fuck's sake. I am everyone else is an expert on my lore, and then I'm just like, I don't fucking remember, man.
Zero, I have to correct you. Back in that day, Jesus didn't talk about the bastard child, but he talked about the wild marriage between Logic and ESET, and the only one who is allowed to, what is it? Be married and a virgin, or not married and live together with the guy was Mary. Or something like that. Wait, let me think.
Yeah, I don't know.
The only woman allowed to have premarital sex in this house is my mother. So you should Christianify your house, or I'm not going to come play poker anymore.
Holy shit, are you
Okay,
quoting
got
direct?
it
Oh my god.
have you searched for the video? Have you watched the video to quote it back verbatim?
I might have watched his videos a few too many times. Okay.
All right, let's see here.
That's an awkward, specific video to watch.
Girls all was that Girls All Scary?
So, even better than Logic's first wife and first kid, did you all know that Armored Skeptic was once married?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Yes, I did.
I think I knew that.
But I don't know if he has any kids apart from June from back then.
If he has any kids apart from June.
I think that was phrased poorly. I think I know what you meant, though.
Oh, I think he meant exactly what he phrased.
So basically, at the beginning, the running gag with Greg was that June is underage.
Yeah.
And then some people
I'm
took
hearing
that
myself
joke
in
too
someone's
far
mic.
and thought it was serious and then tried to get him into trouble.
Michael, I think that's your mic.
Oh yeah, I think that fixed it. Let's see. Yeah, the guy DM'd me on Twitter and said like, yeah, I didn't actually want to come in.
Another reason never to have me on a hangout.
Yeah, you know, earbuds are a thing.
Yeah, that was a $200 gaming headset that wasn't working, so earbuds are a thing.
Holy shit.
I mean, you should get like a good headset next time. Not such cheap $200 headsets.
Or just
Unless
get a
you're
good
spending
microphone.
at least $1,000 on a headset, it's totally trash.
Headsets are
100%.
bullshit. Get a good microphone. You can plug any pair of headphones in.
I was joking, man. Don't take me too seriously. I think my headphones are like maybe $70 and they're like fucking perfect. They're like crystal.
Mine were technically $350, but I got them for free because I won them.
What did you win them on?
A lot of times the even very, very expensive like high-end headphones, they have the same exact speakers in them. They're just packaged in a special way.
So basically, we were in a business conference, and I was the only one who got himself up at 7 a.m. to go to like podcast and pancakes breakfast, and then everyone got like tickets, and my number was drawn at the end.
Wait, does Darth Hamer think I only have one channel with 900 subs?
I don't know.
It seems to be the case. Wait, where did everyone go?
Sven just left. He dropped out.
All right.
Maybe his internet went.
Michael, quickly, take advantage of this situation.
I've been nice.
I want to hear you two go at each other. That's always the highlight.
So for some reason, it told me I got removed from the call.
I think everybody got.
Both of you at the same time.
That was me, I admit it.
Probably because we talked about Alex Jones earlier.
That's why.
I know I'm an Illuminati shill. I don't know about the rest of you.
Does that make you not get dropped or get dropped?
I don't know. I mean, H3 got their stream terminated and the strike because they talked about Alex Jones.
Did they talk about him favorably or non-favorably?
I don't know. And YouTube apologized 2 hours later. They reviewed it, removed the strike. We're like, sorry that this happened. It was totally a fuck up. It was all okay. Please don't sue us.
It's a good YouTube impression.
Is that how YouTube sounds?
I mean, it's the thing with Google is that they are so badly reachable. They got so basically over here, per law, you have to provide an email address where you answer on. And Google just put in like a support address, which answered with like blocks of text with like, yeah, no human will ever read that. And then they got sued and had to pay a lot of money because they weren't providing a contactable email address. So Google tries to get as non-reachable to end customers as possible.
Huh.
Unless you're like a big producer and they suddenly like you, unless the Wall Street Journal writes a bad article about you, then they drop you like a hot potato.
They mention Alex's name, and probably their bot picked it up and went full autistic. Alex Jones.
Careful. You don't want to summon him.
I'm tempting fate. Yeah, say it 3 times. Alex Jones, Alex Jones, Alex Jones.
It's like Beetlejuice.
We're breaking the conditioning. Ah! Channel the inner Alex Jones.
What are the current libel and slander laws, and how does he get around them?
I guess nobody wants to sue him.
No one can understand him.
It's probably just by contrast. Like everything's so crazy all the time now that he sort of just fades into the noise. That'd be my guess.
Yeah, probably everyone just goes like, it's Alex Jones. If someone, anyone who's going to listen to his slander of me is already going to be convinced that I'm a piece of shit anyway, so who cares?
Well, I was actually talking about his slander of Beulah, but okay.
Well, I mean, I don't mean me. I mean, like, the person who is slandered has to actually, like, have a problem with it for anything to happen, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so the answer is it's the fact that he's not being prosecuted by the victim.
I think so. It's probably like nobody gives enough of a fuck. They're probably like, well, none of his fans like me in the first place, so who cares?
I mean, it's also a thing in America that you probably don't want to be associated with. Look at that guy. He sued a loony.
Yeah, it's not really
because
worth
you
it,
then
is it?
have to deal with even more of that shit.
Yeah, I think usually it's just worth ignoring more than anything.
And then it drags on for 2 years, and then yeah, but with the Sandy Hook families, I can understand why they sue him. He's like the biggest asshole to them.
Well, I think that's why he put himself in like such a mainstream public seat, was because he started saying some stuff that he could actually get in legal trouble for.
Jenna, he didn't get around that. That was in his custody case for his son, I think, and the judge didn't buy it. So yeah, if you don't know, in a custody case, Alex Jones was trying to run the line of Alex Jones is just a persona that's created, and we aren't, and it's not really how I am. And then there were like other evaluations where it's like he runs around like topless suddenly, like he goes to the psychiatrist and then takes his shirt off and insists on being topless.
At the psychiatrist?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys don't go topless to the psychiatrist?
It seems like the most comfortable way, right? More freedom. I learned that from George Costanza from Seinfeld. Take your shirt off if you want more freedom.
In before Logic goes to his psychiatrist in the hentai Carmen outfit. Logic is checking who hentai Carmen is.
I've been accused of ignoring chat again, so let's see here. What else is in chat? Nothing much. They're just complaining about Alex Jones. Everyone who is complaining or talking about or discussing or whatever about Alex Jones is acknowledged fully and therefore not ignored. So enjoy.
Problem solved.
Yep. Dead air. Fuck. Okay.
Yes, I have to think of a completely new topic.
Someone in the chat tell a joke.
I think we have to wait for the delay.
Waiting. Anyone know any jokes? I don't know jokes.
Uh,
What did the fish say when he ran to the wall?
I don't know. What did he say?
ow.
Damn.
Ah, that's a good one. All right, perfect. We're
Two
back
people
on track,
walked
people.
into a bar.
got
One was
this
assaulted.
A blind
How
guy
many-
walks into a bar
How many
There's a table.
Germans?
and a chair.
How many Germans does it take to change a light bulb?
How many?
One, because we're efficient and we aren't doing jokes.
So a Dutchman goes to bed with a rock and a flashlight. He uses the rock to throw out the light. Okay. And the flashlight to check if he succeeded. Ben Will, you got to type faster. You're killing my delivery here, man. Pressure.
Faster, Ben, faster. The joke is already dead. You're too late. Quest failed.
I think that is the
Delivery.
punchline.
Yeah. It's a bad punchline.
Hey, Logic. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
The interrupting coefficient of friction.
How many Vietnam War?
That's the whole joke, apparently.
There.
What
No,
I told from Ben Will was the whole joke, apparently. Okay, let me see here. Let me read this again because I think I was expecting another line, and then okay. So a Dutchman goes to bed with a rock and a flashlight. He uses the rock to throw out the light and the flashlight to check if he succeeded. Oh, okay. Now that I say it all at once instead of like in segments, it actually makes sense.
What does him being Dutch have to do with it? Is it saying that Dutch people are stupid?
Yes,
I
they're
think
pretty
you can just
immature.
apply it to anyone you want.
I mean, look at those swamp Germans living in the water or underneath the water.
Living in the water?
A good part of the Netherlands is below the sea level. If their dams break, like half the country is no more, which they also used in the past as some sort of defense. But for example, in the Second World War, but they didn't calculate in that Germany would come with like planes and people with parachutes. So they like flooded half their country, and then the Germans just landed behind that mode. And they were like, fuck, guess we're invaded now.
Lucky for the people in Holland, climate change is a myth.
Here's a joke from Mahler's blocking bitch girlfriend, apparently. I wish Medusa would stop objectifying people.
Okay,
Ha!
Pretty good.
I just read that one in the chat. It was so funny.
That's not bad. That's
What
not
do you-
bad.
What do you call a psychic midget who just escaped from jail?
Fuck, I don't know.
A small, medium, at large?
Oh man.
Yeah, that one. I like that one.
What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo?
Well, I know one's big and the other's a little lighter.
Yep, got it.
Wow. Heard that one
Easy.
before, apparently. Peace of Mind says, was my joke too offensive? Belgians are just as dry as the Germans? Wait, where's the joke? I can't see everything that happens in here. What do the French call gays? Forgets. I think you mean froggets. What do the French call gays? Froggets. Okay. I mean, yeah. Sure.
How many Freudians does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Oh, I think I know this one.
1, but the light bulb has to want to change.
That's actually really good. I was gonna say 2, 1 to actually screw in the light bulb, and another one to hold the penis. I mean ladder.
How many Canadians does it take to change a light bulb?
Holy shit, you people know a lot of light bulb jokes.
How many?
3, 1 to hold the light bulb, and 2 to turn the ladder.
Oh, by the way, Logic, what do you think about your new relations to Saudi Arabia?
You mean Canada with like telling them like stop fucking being human rights abusing assholes, and then Saudi going like, oh, we're pulling all of our students out of your universities. Fuck you. That
It
Yes,
showed you guys.
that's just a fucking
I've found it-
joke, dude.
I found it pretty ironic that everyone was like, "Oh no, we should take the Twitter away from Trump. He will cause international incidents," and then Canada is like, "Hold my beer."
Yeah, although frankly, like if you can't even say like Saudi Arabia should release fucking, you know, just people who just said shit.
Look,
Like Raif
Logic.
Badawi.
They're women's rights activists. You cannot be a rights activist for objects. That's pretty simple in Saudi Arabia. Or what if women drive? They could like distract men from driving, and they would get impure thoughts.
They can drive now, can't they?
Yeah. Although I have
They
to
wish.
say, I hope they're not letting them drive like in a burqa or anything,
They have to drive in a burqa.
because that is a big problem.
I have an honest question for you.
Boy, you're breaking up bad.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
What do y'all think about the American Space Force that is being made up?
I've heard people mocking it, but I haven't looked at anything about it, so I don't really know.
I have an opinion on that if anyone's interested.
Let's hear
Go
it.
for it.
Whenever you say anything remotely good about anything Trump says, people will jump down your throat. But in this particular case, I think the Space Force is a good idea because our resources in space in terms of satellites, military or otherwise, are an incredibly valuable asset and a huge economic,
But
importance. And so I think with everything going on, it's something that we should be thinking about. And currently, that stuff is handled by the U.S. Air Force, but the U.S. Air Force has the largest personnel system in the entire country of any organization. And the last thing they need is more stuff to manage. So it kind of makes sense to me.
To have their own branch.
I'm just honestly worried that we're going to militarize space.
So far, space is unconquerable so far because I think international treaty says everything outside of this planet cannot belong to anyone so far. But I think the Space Force is a bad idea because what are they going to do in space? Like shoot down a Russian space station? Because anti-satellite weapons or
Exactly what they
something
can do.
exist and they can be used from like a normal fighter jet. So if the Space Force isn't magically appearing on the other side of the planet, there's nothing they can do.
By the way, speaking about like shooting down like Russian shit or Chinese shit, I got a new phone because my my phone contract came like around so that I could get a free phone. And so I got the phone that's like the entire brand is banned in the US since like 2012, which is a Huawei P20 Pro. And it's like a super awesome phone, but the US is paranoid that the Chinese are going to spy on the phones.
They're
And I
already
thought that
spying
was
on
kind of
everyone
funny when I
else.
heard about that.
Wait, I mean, our own tech companies are already spying on us. Why?
But they're white,
Yeah,
so
but-
it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
they're not Chinese though.
Yeah, but if the American companies buy it, the NSA can access it without too much hurdles. If the Chinese buy it, it's the evil communists spying on you. It's totally different.
It's a nice phone though.
I don't know. I'm very cautious about getting swept up by this sort of craze of otherism where everybody's going back to being like,
I mean,
Whoa, you are really breaking up again, man.
Also echoing. I'm willing to allow the Chinese to spy on me in exchange for a headphone jack.
My phone doesn't have a headphone jack. That's one thing that it does not have. But I'm okay with the USB thing because the battery lasts like a really long time, and I just whatever. I don't need to use the headphones while it's charging, so I don't really care too much.
I also don't miss my headphone jack. I mean, Bluetooth is a thing.
Yeah, well, mine has like a little adapter, so you can plug the 3.5. It's 3.5 mil, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So just to get this straight,
plug that into the USB, so it actually works.
Yeah, that's also what you get with every iPhone. You get like an adapter, but I really don't use it because I just use Bluetooth. And in most planes nowadays, you can also use Bluetooth in flight. So even there, you don't need a cable anymore.
Well, I don't need a cable either way. I got actually, I don't need a cable outside the headphone cable. It doesn't need to charge. I can just plug it in and it works every time. So easy.
Yeah, I like having a nice wired headphones or earbuds or whatever, but my phone can do that. It just can't do it while it's charging, which isn't too bad.
Well, you could do it while it's charging. You just need Bluetooth at that point.
I guess, yeah, that's true, but I don't want to. So,
I don't have a Bluetooth. Like, I don't need Bluetooth for my phone, but just in case this phone breaks and I won't be able to get another 6S, I have two like wired headphone to Bluetooth adapter things.
If you get an iPhone 7 or 8, you will get an adapter from Lightning to 3.5 millimeters anyways. For free.
But the thing is, when I put my phone, when I'm driving, I have like a mount for my phone, and then I plug in the power, and then I plug in the aux cord. So it's charging, and I can play whatever I want through the car speakers. I could not do that with a 7 or I guess any modern phone now, any new phone.
With the 8, you can do it if your car supports Qi.
Supports what?
Qi, it's a wireless loading standard.
Wireless. I don't need wireless. I have one wire. Plug it into my phone. Plug it in the car. Boosh. Everything.
No. I mean wireless charging. The iPhone from iPhone 8 support that, and like a lot of cars also support wireless charging of your phone nowadays.
I don't trust it.
It's a neural net learning computer.
I mean, you have to get a German car for that most likely, but still, like, why not buy quality in the first place?
It's going to give you brain cancer unless you drink your green juice.
And take the super male vitality.
Right, exactly.
Or female vitality if you're a woman.
Inductive charging really gets my goat too.
I heard when you drink the male vitality, you just like grow twice your muscle mass and then you start beating up Antifa. Is that true?
That's true. I'm an EMT. Sometimes we administer that. We have to be careful.
The robot is back? What?
Talking about Michael.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what's going on with your everything, Mike, but yeah, you're having some problems technologically there. You might want to.
Yeah, one could think that technology would evolve and become easier to
I hate
use.
computers.
Yeah, your computer fucks with you, man.
He doesn't have a computer.
Yeah, this is my cell phone. It's my computer.
Yeah, it is a computer. And your tiny computer is fucking with you.
I just got a brand new one too, and I hate it terribly.
Does it have a headphone jack?
Now it sounds good though.
Well, yeah, my girls got out of the car and there's not rain going everywhere and all kinds of stuff. I just got a Note 5. I hate the Note 5. Don't get a Note 5.
Okay.
I mean, it's a Samsung phone. What do you expect?
I love the Note 4, and I think the 8 looks really good, but the 5 was a terrible mistake. Let's talk about inductive charging real quick. inductive charging is incredibly wasteful in terms of energy, and maybe save your headphone jack, but the planet's already using too much energy. We can't survive if we keep, wasting energy at every turn to make something slightly more convenient.
Then stop air travel, which takes up more energy than anything else you do over a year.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Don't
Oh, here
travel
they go,
via
guys.
plane.
It's happening. It's happening. They're
What?
finally fighting. Go on. Go on.
Oh,
I-
No,
You
like
said
the
something
biggest.
about a year.
No, like doing a vacation in via plane is most likely emitting more CO2 than whatever you do the rest of the year.
But I don't fly.
Okay,
I
then
haven't
the
been on a
next.
plane in years.
So then the next things are kids and car. So.
And you're
I
right,
don't
as long
think.
as I keep my
I don't
car in
think
as good a shape as I can, and they are fairly fuel-efficient vehicles. I don't drive any gas-guzzling anything.
I don't have a car, so I'm better than you.
Ooh, get fucked.
Oh my God.
Whatever.
Does anyone have a car in Europe? I'm pretty sure Europe has no cars.
Yes,
It's all
Europe
just
has a
Especially
lot
they
of
have no
trains.
land.
I
Europe
have
Everyone
has
has
a
a
lot of
personal
cars.
train.
energy
The
and
the only
plants.
reason that's Switzerland. The Swiss public transport is remarkably efficient. It's also the first one I saw which is better than the German public transport.
It's just a matter of inductive charging and other things, but things like inductive charging, you have to put an electromagnetic field in order to cut the wires in the battery charger in order to charge the battery, which means you have to put out a much stronger magnetic field than is actually necessary to transfer that amount of power. That electricity doesn't just magically appear back on the grid, so it's very inefficient. It's like if you went from going in fourth gear to third gear in the effort to make the car ride smoother, you're wasting a lot in order to save a little.
The biggest damager of fuel efficiency are the brakes. So my suggestion is to remove the brakes from all of the cars.
You mean teach people how to drive properly?
No, I mean remove the brakes.
It's not really true that it's true that when you use brakes, you're throwing energy overboard because you're transferring it into thermal energy to slow down the car. But they're obviously necessary for the operation for the vehicle. But if you drive conservatively by not accelerating quickly and only braking when actually necessary, not constantly going faster and slower, fuel efficiency goes up drastically.
Remove.
Did everyone just drop out? Or did I? Hello? Okay, chat, are you hearing me? Oh, Sven's back. Michael's back.
Fucking Hangouts.
One more. Let's see if anyone else comes back. What the fuck is going on? Why is everyone dropping off half the time?
Illuminati.
It's crazy. Waylon says, what's your position on transhumanism in general? Do you think it's the future or just a pipe dream? Any opinions on specific types, biotech versus digitalization, etc.? So would something like chopping off your arm and getting a robot arm count as like transhumanism? I'm not entirely clear on like the scope of that term.
I don't know that term.
Because like I would not chop off my arm and get a robot arm, but it does seem like it's doable, and I'm sure like some people would do it. The only problem is like I don't trust technology enough to like take the risk, because you can't go back from that, right? I'd be like, no, mine works okay. Like if mine stopped working properly, then I would be like, fuck it, chop it off, get a robot one. But until then, it's like not gonna happen for me. But I'm sure a lot of people would do it.
What body part are we talking about?
The arm, just like I don't know, maybe your
arm.
non-main arm. Yeah,
What about a bionic Swedish enlargement? That.
Bionic what?
I tried to say penis. I said Swedish.
Swedish.
Well, Swedish people are generally fairly large already.
That's true.
Well, not like us Germans.
Yeah, it's not necessary for the Swedes. Yeah, I think I'll just keep all of my body parts except the ones that don't work. And the ones that don't work properly can be replaced with ones that are robotic and do work properly. I'd be happy with that. If you get a robot arm while trying to jack it, make you bleed like crazy. I would hope they would cover it with some sort of skin-like gel or something.
They're just going to use unpolished, like machined aluminum.
Yeah, sharp edges still.
Like,
don't even sand it down or anything. Or grind it or whatever the fuck they do.
No, with small spikes on the inside, so you have more gripping power.
They usually they tumble it. They actually run it through like a path.
Okay.
Would they at least pre-program different different speeds for it?
Are we talking about dildos again?
Can you just
Does
build
it have a
vibrator
vibration
into the palm?
sim?
That'd be really good.
Or you something malfunctions and it just moves way too fast. Like,
do you think you could get like an extra attachment on the side of the hand to cup the balls while you're jacking it?
Oh, absolutely. The sky's the limit, dude.
Awesome. Okay, in that case, take my arm. Give me that immediately.
But it needs to be dishwasher.
Technology is great sometimes.
Is going Oscar join? Are they talking about Oscar Jungle? Oscar Jungle? Because he's a Swede. We're talking about Swede replacement.
Oh, well,
probably not.
I'm mostly Swedish, so
if Oscar wanted to join, I would let him in. But he'd probably just talk about like peeing on people or something. He on Twitter at least he's very weird nowadays, which is cool.
Well, you and I were talking about piss on Twitter today, so I can't judge.
Ah, that's true. I do like to talk about piss sometimes.
We're talking about piss artists.
Yeah.
With a capital P.
Yeah, because art isn't just a tap that you can turn on or off. And I was like, well, if you're a piss artist, you can.
But when you're peeing, you can't stop.
I can,
but it sucks.
Yeah, it's not fun, but like, I can do it.
I have to keep like an alligator clip
I'm not
around.
like Ricky. I'm not like Ricky from the Trailer Park Boys. Who can't stop his stream. I can stop my stream. I've tried. It's a skill. It's like a superpower.
I'm doing it right now.
Let me see here. What else is going on in the chat?
We talked about piss.
Yeah.
Piss, dishwashing, anal dildos.
Do you ever have that problem where you think you're going to piss straight, but then it like pisses at a 90-degree angle and you're like, what the fuck?
Who doesn't have that problem?
God. It's the most annoying shit.
That's why you sit down all the time.
Well, I mean,
it only happens rarely, but when it happens, it's always surprising and always unpleasant.
And then you hear this, like, for a split second, you hope no one heard the sound of, like, pissing on tile.
Yeah.
He said the child has done a mess again.
I don't know what happened. There's just piss on the floor. Well, I don't know.
Your fresh canvas on the floor.
I don't know why my feet smell like piss.
Did you see her put on her one sock, one shoe, by the way?
Oh, fuck. I forgot to watch. Okay, you need to remind me daily on Twitter.
Jesus.
To check this. I never remember to watch this.
I've
lived with her for 4 years, and I still didn't know what the hell you people were talking about.
Well, that's because you're a normal person. I wouldn't expect you. Well, normal compared to her, at least.
One sock and one shoe. That is such a bizarre thing to do. Putting one sock on and then one shoe and then the other sock and the other shoe.
Michael does the same thing. Michael does the exact same thing.
You have to put your socks on and then your shoes on. It's
When I
it's a
wake up
layering process.
When I wake up in the morning, socks are part of the ensemble. You put it all on, and then you wear it around, and then when you want to leave, you put your shoes on. I don't even tie them. I just tuck the laces in. I slip my feet in. I'm out the door.
It's lazy.
Yeah, I just keep the laces like tied
I'm
all the
lazy.
time.
I don't see. I put one leg up, I put the sock on, and I put the shoe on, and then I put that leg down because I don't want to do it twice.
But you,
Hmm.
what do you mean you don't want to do it twice? You only
There
wear
is
one
some
shoe.
sort
You
of
hop
an
around?
argument for this.
You
I have
sit
to say.
down, you have to lift up one of your feet. When you lift your foot up, you put the sock on, then the shoe on, then you put the foot down, then you lift the other foot up, you put the sock on, you put the shoe on.
You
put
call
that
me
foot
lazy
down.
for tucking in my laces, and you can't even be bothered to pick your leg up twice.
Say what you want. The band does care about energy efficiency.
Perfect timing.
I actually am quite worried about energy efficiency because the energy usage of the planet is going up, exponentially, but we do not have the means to supply adequate power into the future.
Okay, but you have to acknowledge that that was a really well-timed joke.
It was an excellent time joke.
Yeah.
Good work. So you think we're gonna run out of power then?
Oh,
I
absolutely.
think, yeah, basically. We'll still depend on fossil fuels, but I don't think that's going to be, permanent. But the point is that we're inventing new and new, more and more ways to need power. Phones are going up in wattage that they need, how long the batteries last. We're putting computers in everything, so we need more things powered on constantly. The average megawatt use of different buildings is going up all the time because of all the automation they're putting into it. And we're not becoming more necessarily efficient. We are in some cases, but most of the times we're doing it for comfort. Like we'll spend extra power so that when we walk into a room, we don't have to flip a switch. We'll rather spend the power and we can watch for us and signals and RFID and all that, when we could just have a simple, plain, reliable mechanical switch that turns the lights on when we walk in the room, but we're too lazy to do it.
I just realized that the viewers have dropped to like half since the pee conversation.
Oh, come on.
That was
No
fast.
wonder.
Because we reminded them that they'll have to go pee. They'll be
That's
back.
maybe it. That's probably it. Maybe I should just play waterfall noises in the background of my entire stream so that like it's dispersed evenly across. Like everyone thinks about peeing all the time, but they don't have to. So like, you get like a gradual trickle of people going to do it.
Call it
trickle.
clever, like.
By the way, Logic, I got an idea for your stream channel. A live debate with Abu Baker.
I would love to. Holy shit. I wouldn't even need to debate that guy. I'd just be like, hey man, come on. Let's have a
You
chat.
like piss?
If you can't stand the piss, stay out of the stream. Villain says. Dude, I would love Abu Baker to come on and talk to me. Like, I wouldn't even be confrontational. I wouldn't be a dick. I want to talk to that guy, but I don't think he will. I don't think he's even active on YouTube anymore.
Sad.
That's sad.
It is. It actually is. In that case, it really fucking is. Because he was like the Muslim Muslim John Pendleton.
Yeah.
He was just like a lovable doofus,
Yeah, but if he is the Muslim John Pendleton, you have to find out who he copied.
True,
John
he didn't
Pendleton
do that, but actually, I think he
Tovin.
did kind of copy people. I don't think he was making up his own arguments himself, really, too much.
Well, are any of them?
I guess not.
What a line.
Kent Hovind probably dragged at least 60% of his arguments out of his own bumhole.
Yeah, Kent was fairly original. He did steal a lot of them from what's his name? Henry Morris. So even so, like he was quite a copycat as well. With those.
By the way, have you seen for the Dinosaur Adventureland the terms and conditions? Whatever photo you do on the premises belongs to Kent Hovind, and you have to ask him before you are allowed to share it.
I don't think that's even legally enforceable.
No, it's not.
You should go there.
Yeah, if I ever make my way down to Alabama or wherever it is, I'll totally go there.
Then you can also go to the Ark Exposition.
I'm kind of worried about going there though, because I feel like it'd be sort of like a Hills Have Eyes scenario. It has this weird like hillbilly creep factor to it. It's like a
Just because
deserted
there's a
wasteland with a sunken fucking boat in a dirty like that lake looks hideous, and they take people in there and baptize them in it, and I'm just like, super mutants are coming out. Like they're putting them in human, and they're coming out super mutant.
I
They
think
built them heels.
Quick. Play dueling banjos.
I think actually Ken Hubin wears high heels around that because there's so much shit accumulated on the side of the lake. Dueling banjos. I won't do the whole
Is that
thing. That was
Do
me.
you have a real banjo back there? Somebody's really muffled. I'm not sure. Oh
It's
yeah,
someone echoing you, and you're really
Yeah,
muffled.
Alex is really muffled.
It's not me this time.
Not you. No, you sound good. You sound pretty decent now.
Well, you sound clear at least.
Yeah, clear.
Consensual.
Jesus, man.
But I really would like to see the Ark encounter. Although I don't want to give them that much money because it's so ridiculously expensive. And at the
Yeah,
ass end of nowhere.
just let their numbers be in the shitter. I mean, that's all you need to do.
My
Sorry
plan
about that. That kind of freaked
My
out.
plan is to wait till the urban explorers explore it when it's abandoned. Then I'll go see it.
Yeah, for sure. I would go see here in Alberta, there's a creation museum, but it's like someone's little house, and they just have a sign out front. Like it's just a house in like the suburbs of somewhere, or like a small town.
Do not go into that house.
You don't think?
Or send Eseth first.
You are 100% going to die if you go in that house.
I kind of want to go in the house.
Don't. That's fine. Go in the house. You're gonna die.
Yeah, but I kind of want to though. I kind of want to go in the house. See,
I mean,
if it's going to be a
if he
horror
dies,
movie, I have to make the stupid decision to start with, so I might as well just get it over with.
Or you could just bring a friend who used to be a cheerleader in high school.
That's smart. Don't bring a black guy. That gives you two like buffers before they get to
Right.
you.
Right.
So basically, you need a cheerleader and a black guy.
They have
And
to be in a relationship. They have to be lovers.
No, that's where you have that other white obnoxious teenage boy with the college jacket.
The Letterman.
Yes, something like that, and then you have like 3 people buffer. And at the end, when he is finished with like butchering the first 3 people, he will be like, let's call it a day.
Well, I'm going to keep my eyes on the Edmonton newspapers to find out what happened.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be in our newspapers because it's like some random little town out in the middle of it's probably some little like religious colony. I don't fucking know.
No, it's going to be so horrible that it will definitely be in the Edmonton newspaper.
That's possible. They need a bigger creation museum here. I'm kind of disappointed that all we get is that, like this tiny little house.
You should start one.
The only thing stopping me from going to creation museums here in America is that I just, on principle, don't want to spend my money on that.
Right. Yeah, no, exactly. Like you don't want to basically donate to their cause for no reason.
Right. It's like
and it's not even tax deductible.
I'm not going to ironically support their organization. Right.
Yeah. The thing is, it's different. Like, if you're gonna do it as like a YouTuber or something, or a blogger or whatever, and you're gonna like just do it to show people what is going on there, like what it's about.
Oh yeah, that's different.
Okay, it's probably worth it. It's probably worth that contribution. But if you're just going just to have a laugh and go home, it's not. Yeah. Local man raped into puddle of blood spunk by genie. Okay.
What genie?
Nemamaya, probably. Not really a genie, but close enough.
I mean, do genies even have dicks? They do have like that tail that goes into the lamp. I've seen Aladdin.
Yeah, that's true. You're an expert. You're an expert on this. Two hours in. Wow. Okay, cool. Darth Hamer, I subbed cuz Mahler, and your channel is astonishingly void of Q&A response. Astonishing. You know, this guy's just trying to fuck with me, but he's still kind of amusing. I'm seeing every message that he's sending, desperately trying to get me to respond to him. And it's like, I'll respond to you if you're like interesting, but if you're just going to whine that I'm not responding to you, obviously I'm not going to respond to those messages. But you know, this other one, this was fun, so I responded to it. Just don't be a boring dumbass, and then I'll respond to you. It's pretty simple.
It's good life advice.
Yeah.
Boring dumbasses get all the girls.
Yeah, Chad.
Us interesting dumbasses. Yeah.
Hmm?
Us interesting dumbasses get friend zoned.
We're down to 13 viewers. I don't know. We're chasing them all away with something.
We should start talking about piss again.
Oh, didn't that hurt last time?
Oh wait, you're right. Okay,
So-
nobody talk about piss.
What's
Don't
the
talk
opposite of
about-
piss? We can talk about that.
I have a better idea. So, Logic, when are you getting a second child?
Never. Why?
We all know that it will happen sooner or later.
No.
Nemamaya
No.
told me it.
No
And
way.
he
Not
said,
gonna happen.
if
He's
you
not gonna
are
have
not
another
doing
one.
it, he will doing it.
I'm not a Catholic. I know how birth control works. I'm not gonna have any accidents with this. It's fine.
But every child is sacred.
Besides, the only person my wife fucks anymore is Nemamaya, so we're okay.
Yeah, but what if you now get a half angel bastard?
Well, that's fine. He can he can support that kid.
No, you will do it. Remember, Nemamaya is a guardian angel, not your kid keeper.
Do you think there's much trans-dimensional Sasquatch porn out there?
I'll look it up right now.
Yeah, you do that.
Oh man.
While you're doing that, random nobody says snip snip, and honestly, I fucking consider the snip snip. But
You can do it yourself.
yeah. I did seriously consider it, but it's not.
I have
necessarily
personal experience with that.
Huh?
Forming it or getting it?
I have it. Or had it done.
Yeah.
Be careful that you don't get a ripoff.
What?
A ripoff? I get it.
Yeah.
Wow,
2
there's
out of
actually
5. 2 out of 5.
there's surprisingly little Sasquatch porn.
Rule 34.
Yeah,
I mean
I'm on Rule
35.
34 right now. There's 4, 8.
I don't think you're
12.
looking in the right places because there's got to be a lot more Sasquatch porn than that.
There's only one page on Rule 34. I'll keep
Like,
looking.
I mean, aren't there at least 5 ET porno movies?
What are
If
they
there's
called?
not more Bigfoot porn movies than that, then somebody really needs to step up their game. I'm pretty sure that's like a niche that nobody's occupying. You could probably make big money in that.
I mean, I've made 2 myself. There has to be more than that.
Yeah.
Someone think of a porn name for ET. The Sextraterrestrial.
ET stands for extra thick.
There's at least 2 Bigfoot porn films. One is called The Geek. I've heard of The Geek. I think Cinema Snob reviewed it once. Like years and years ago. Is the Bigfoot lewd art all blurry and out of focus? Yeah. No kidding, right?
Wilson's
No,
never
it's
shown.
surprisingly high res.
No, that would explain why there isn't much of it. Is because the film never comes out good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've got a couple artist renditions.
Now, drawn
Do you think
like fan art, there has to be just fucking boatloads.
Tron?
Yeah, go to like DeviantArt.
No,
are you
drawn.
allowed to post like
Yes.
I don't know, weird like porn pictures on
Yep,
DeviantArt?
you are.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, go there and then look for like Sasquatch porn or something, or Sasquatch cock, or something like that, and you'll find it. I'm
Sasquatch.
sure.
Sasquatch porn.
If you're like just a really hairy guy, can you go to a furry con and be like, I'm a Sasquatch?
Man, you should try it.
I'm not that
after
hairy. I'm hairy, but I'm not that hairy. I'm talking about like the guys who have like black like bush all over their body.
My ex-roommate was so hairy that he had to shave his neckline to be in uniform, and it looked like he was wearing a sweater whenever he took his shirt off.
But he kept warm easy.
Yeah, it's kind of useful. Unless you're going to Iraq.
No, we joined the right service. We joined the Navy.
Yeah, I can't really go to Iraq with that.
There is a little bit of DeviantArt. I found one Sasquatch woman, but she's just like a brown-skinned, hairy woman. That's it. Boring.
Yeah, boring. I've heard that gorillas have really tiny dicks relative to their body size.
Humans actually, I believe, have the largest like dick size to.
Yeah, in terms of primates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good on us.
Yeah, I know. We're winning. Like if
I
we
feel
walked into
cheated.
a gorilla colony and just went like pull down our pants and just be like, all right, ladies, all those gorilla bitches would be like, oh my god, just falling over us.
Yeah, we're not winning because we've like obliterated half all of the species and we've taken over the planet. We're winning because our dicks are relatively large.
Yeah, we're taking all their women.
That's how most wars were fought before the invention of the gun.
Yeah, people don't know that gorilla dudes are all just massively cucked.
I have some bad news. There's not much stuff on DeviantArt either. There's a lot of just foot stuff in general.
Frankly, this blows my mind. Like more so than if you'd found just a huge treasure trove of it. It's like I'm shocked that you haven't found very much.
But there's like literally like 2.
Maybe it's like really underground.
There's plenty more. You just have to go to some of those specialty websites.
I might have to download like deep web stuff.
No, not that kind of specialty website.
Oh, not that? Okay. I could commission something.
Yeah, that would not raise any questions from the artist.
There's some stuff that's not explicitly like porn. It's just like Sasquatch's foot being tickled with a feather, and she's like strapped in a chair. It's a woman.
No
obviously.
way.
Yeah.
That's even weirder.
Oh my god, this looks like you.
Is she at
almost.
least naked?
Hold on.
Oh,
How do I?
weird.
There's one where it almost it's like a little person wearing your hat, and they're like all. It kind of looks like they're wearing pantyhose, except they have red eyes. Who is this guy? Lord Reckless on DeviantArt.
Lord Reckless. Okay, let me see this. I'm gonna.
I fucking love the internet.
Look up Sasquatch / Bigfoot girl tickled. That's the image I'm looking at right now.
Oh my god. And it's on Lord Reckless?
Yeah, it's Lord Reckless. He's the one holding the feather, tickling Bigfoot, who's strapped into a chair. For some reason, her legs go into the chair, and then like the chair is like a box that her top half is sticking out of.
Okay, there's more than one. Okay, so I googled that, and there's 2 results. One of them is a Sasquatch like looks like there was like a cartoon like a fucking in the newspapers like decades ago with like this guy who's like, actually, you know what? Forget that. Think about Cousin It from the Addams Family.
Right.
Yeah, it's basically that, and there's like a little red demon monster that's licking its foot. There's that one, and then oh yeah, I found your one with the feet being tickled, and it's being tickled by me. You're absolutely right, like a little weird goblin version of me. I'm gonna put this link in the chat. This is important. There we go. There's that link, and there's the other one.
You should make that your
Enjoy,
Twitter
people.
profile picture.
Don't get too titillated, people. Don't go off and masturbate. You have to finish watching the stream first.
We went up
Actually,
to 14.
You don't.
We went up to 14 viewers after we mentioned Bigfoot.
Oh, we did. Wow. This is a popular topic. Okay, is this supposed to be in any way sexual, or is this just...
I think it is, yeah.
I'm
Well,
going through the comments. I'm just trying to see what the opinion on this might be. Dat teasing Feathertip can work so many wonders. Love how you draw big feet, man. And then he replies, it certainly is good for the beginning of an extensive tickle torture session.
Why couldn't she just be in a regular chair? I don't get that.
I think he commented on it somewhere.
What are you even looking at?
I'm looking at
Look
the
in
comment.
the chat.
Yeah, in the chat.
No, I know. I'm just like, we aren't allowed to be surprised by any of this.
I'm just criticizing the logistics of this image.
Where was this that he said?
Watch tickle fetish porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you like the contraption. This is from the description of the image. I hope you like the contraption. And then in brackets, like a stocks box she sits in. So clearly, this is supposed to be like a fetish thing.
Clearly, this guy has one of these in his basement that he built himself.
Hey, I don't judge, but if you put a Bigfoot in it, I might.
I like how its hair is up in a ponytail. He's like, how can I make this explicitly female?
Yeah.
But not sexual.
And like the chest is like vaguely like rounded to look vaguely boob shaped, but it's not really like actual boobs.
Okay, I'm not looking at this right now. Is it at least drawn well?
It's drawn pretty well.
Actually, it's not bad at all. Actually,
some good shading.
Yeah, and good like outlines. It looks pretty good.
And I like the guy's style. He's got like a kind of cartoony, like Nickelodeon style almost.
I don't know how to like show a picture on here, so I'm not gonna try. I have to go piece by piece learning how to do all this live stream shit because whatever.
Are you using OBS?
I am so not using OBS. I'm just using Google Hangouts.
Oh, you can. Oh, wait, you can
do that?
No, I mean,
I have OBS. I'll get it going for like maybe the next stream that I do. Probably not for the Patreon ones because nobody's watching these.
Right.
But it's fine. It's fine. It's good. Did you see the one with the little demon thing licking the foot?
I'll check that one out. Let's see. He's got a lot of. He's like the Stephen King of foot fetish art.
However, here we got the two imps, Harold and Knut, punishing an intruding Sasquatch with merciless ticking. At least that's what they think they do.
Oh my god.
Wow, he's got one where a ghost is in a jar and it's hooked up to wires, and then the wires come out and like connect to electronic feet, and he's tickling the electronic feet and the ghost is laughing.
Can you link it in the chat?
Yep. It's called Ghost Tickled 2. So there's also a 1.
Jenna Hart says, remember how at the start people said sorry they might have demonetized the stream and now we're rating art for Bigfoot tickle fetishists. The thing is, we already said Alex Jones 3 times, so I think it's, it doesn't matter anymore. Plus, this channel doesn't have monetization in the first place, so demonetization is not an issue. It's more like getting my stream flagged, and frankly, Alex Jones is probably more likely to do that than Bigfoot tickle fetish.
I put it in the Google chat because I can't put it.
Oh,
big
okay. All right.
just rolls off the tongue, man. Holy shit.
How the fuck, where even is the chat in here? Fuck. Oh, there. All right. Ghost tickled. Yeah, here we go. There's the ghost tickle one in the main chat.
Ghost Tickle 1. I need the complete series.
No,
I jumped right into 2.
Actually, this is Ghost Tickle 2. Holy shit. You're right. It actually is a series. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm getting into this. I'm getting into this DeviantArt.
It's a really big jar for that ghost.
Everything is foot tickle on here. This entire DeviantArt is just really well drawn cartoon foot tickles by a guy who has a fucking top hat and red eyes and no mouth, just like
honestly, I was like taken aback by how much he resembled you, at least in that one photo or drawing.
No, that's his main avatar. Like that's just how his character looks. If he made one eye blue, you would be like, "Holy fuck, this really is me." I don't think he's trying to copy me. I think he just
you should make a video on Logic clones creating porn accounts on DeviantArt.
I want to see if there's any explicitly pornographic tickle things in here.
Oh man,
let me see.
Has anyone Googled Logic porn yet?
I'll do it.
Do it. Yeah. Oh well. I think this is I could almost call this one a Bigfoot. I'll put this one in the main chat. There we go. That one's almost a Bigfoot.
I searched it. The first thing that comes up is a tweet from ESET that says, "The moment Logic said yes for a collab from a damn hot porn star at Mercedes."
Oh yeah, I never got that going because Mercedes got busy filming her new movie, and then I never she was busy, I think, and didn't reply. But like we were talking in DMs about like a collab, and then it just kind of fell through a little bit. I should get back to her and see if she's still interested in doing that. Mercedes Carrera, the porn star.
Thanks for specifying.
Well, in case somebody, not everybody's up on their porn stars, okay?
Oh, I thought we had already established that she was a porn star.
Well,
so it kind of
but not everyone knows that Mercedes Carrera.
Kind of came off as like a bro brag, like, yeah, you know, the porn star.
Yeah. I talked to a porn star once, guys.
There's no Logic Rule 34 either.
I'm trying to find one. Like, you know, there's a couple with like the ass showing and stuff, but like not like the asshole, you know. And I'm trying to find one with like the vag or something.
So hard.
It's so hard to find actual porn on this DeviantArt.
I don't think actual porn is allowed on DeviantArt. I think you have to go to.
It is. If you turn off like mature content, they let you see whatever you want.
Okay, I'm a little bit disappointed because there's a picture, like there's all these feet tickle pictures, right? And that's like the entire DeviantArt. And then there's Slender Man. But not only is he not having his feet tickled, but his feet aren't even visible.
Just a fan of Slender Man.
I'm just very upset about this.
He has a lot of tentacles, doesn't he? He'd
yeah.
be perfect for that. Also, I think this dude is German because he's speaking German in some of his comments.
Uh-huh. Well, that explains a lot, actually.
Who would have thought a German person? The weird sexual stuff.
She gets Sven in to translate.
Here's one of an octopus sucking on a shark's foot.
Shark don't have feet.
Here, I'm going to put this one in the chat.
Therapy for everyone.
This is great. Wait, is this guy's putting his own phone number in the fucking chat now? Darth Hamer?
That's a dolphin.
Telling Jenna Hart to call him? Like, are you fucking in love with her or something, dude? What is going on? Creepy motherfucker. If you're going to start posting phone numbers, like, if you say it's your own phone number, I guess I'll just let it go. But, like, if you're going to start posting fucking phone numbers, I'm just going to ban you, dude. Chill with that shit. For real.
Man.
God damn.
This dude ruined the mood. We were looking at Sasquatch fetish stuff.
Yeah, back to foot fetish.
It's a dolphin, not a shark. That needs to be acknowledged.
Okay,
What do you mean it's not a shark?
Look, it says dolphin girl gets tickled.
Oh,
Also,
dolphin. Okay, you're right.
clearly-
You're right. My
It's a bottle
bad.
of-
It's a dolphin. I apologize. You're absolutely right.
Thank you. I know my marine animals. Okay.
I did not look closely enough to establish that. That is entirely my fault.
What do the stream views look like now that we're talking about?
17. We're going up.
Nice.
Oh.
Cool. Probably if I were showing the pictures, it'd be even higher. But
Well, you're doing as much as you can.
yeah. That's right. You know, I'm Freudian slip. I'm linking them in the chat, so people can see them if they want to. You know. Oh, here's Meg Griffin being tickled by a disembodied man with a purple face with one eye on one side and then 5 spider eyes on the other side with a feather, and her feet are sitting tied to a pig.
Wow.
If that makes sense. Are you seeing these? Like, are you going to the chat and actually looking at these?
I am. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card I used to have.
The Meg Griffin one looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Yeah.
Is the chat on YouTube?
Yep.
Yeah, it's on like the video. Just go to Logic Livestream's channel and then.
What
find
exactly is the pig doing in this photo?
What are your views on the farting lesbian penguins of Ecuador? I didn't know that was a thing. That Meg Griffin one is incredible. It's like so many fetishes rolled into one. That's just insane.
Yeah, I want to read the description for it.
Oh my god, yeah, please do.
It just says, I'm a fan of Meg Griffin. Therefore, I consider it reasonable to tie her to a sleeping pig and have her tickled by a masked ghost.
With spider eyes.
Yeah. I really wanted some lore behind this character. He's got like Mickey Mouse gloves and...
Oh. Wow.
Why is a pig asleep? That really is the most confusing part. Is it because if she wakes it up, it'll run away and then...
Maybe it's like a consent thing. It's like it's sleeping, and so it didn't really consent to this.
I'm not able to keep the chat open because I can hear 2 audio streams.
Just mute it.
Just mute it on the YouTube watch page.
Apparently, I'm very dumb because I'm not sure how to mute it.
Click on the video.
Yeah.
Or click the pause button. Pause works just fine.
Oh.
I wonder if Lord Reckless is on Twitter.
The chat will store.
Sorry. I am shockingly not savvy at this crap.
I noticed, yeah. Where did everyone go? Like Sven disappeared, just left. Michael disappeared, just disappeared. It's fine if they want to.
Yeah, lost.
Maybe it was once we started talking about Bigfoots. Was that about when they left?
Had to run off and go draw some Sasquatches.
Yeah.
That happens a lot sometimes in these streams. Like I think I piss Michael off and then he just leaves. And then he comes back in the next one and doesn't mention it. And I'm just like, okay, well, you know, as long as you're happy, I guess. I'm not 100% sure if that's what happens, but it seems like it sometimes. Anyway.
I think maybe Sven left when we discovered his alternate identity.
Lord Reckless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's why he based his character off of you.
I love this DeviantArt. This is the best.
Oh, let me see if Jesus is on here. I want to see if I can find a picture of Jesus being tickled.
I don't know. That might be too edgy for this guy.
Oh.
There's a lot of Pokemon. Is it technically rape if someone ties someone else to you and tickles their feet while you sleep without your knowledge?
I don't think so.
If I woke up with someone's feet tied to me and they were having their feet tickled, I think I would consider that rape.
He who is without sin cast the first stone, I say. We've all been there.
Do you say that? In that exact situation.
Oh my god, Goofy and Mickey Mouse? That's disturbing.
The dirty fan art for Rosalina from Mario is pretty incredible.
Just in general or specifically by Lord Reckless?
Oh, I don't know anything about Lord Reckless's, but there's some incredibly filthy, very well done fan art. I admire their passion.
Listen, it's weird that this is how they choose to use their talents. I mean, whatever they want to do, but to think like this guy could be animating like a series on YouTube, or maybe he is.
No,
for
this
all I
guy's
know.
got some good art skills. Like he could actually get a job doing this, or like do commissions or something.
Yeah, Lord Reckless, if you hear this, go pro.
Well, there's a good chance that he does a lot of other stuff that isn't this, that is published or is, mainstream.
Yeah, but why would he waste his character?
I wouldn't use the word waste. I mean,
Well, I mean, if he has like a main channel that he does all of his stuff, and then he puts this awesome character on this one, why wouldn't he put it on that one?
No.
I'm going to put in my fake date of birth to see mature content because his favorites.
You haven't done that yet?
His favorites
Logic is over
have
here
a
going.
lot of mature content in them.
Rookie.
So I'm very curious how this. Like, there's pictures of women like sitting there tickling their own feet. Photographs. Yeah, this is much worse than his actual account. Yeah. This is where the lewds are.
Oh, he's got some.
This isn't even funny. This is just disturbing. I'm going back to his actual account.
He's got one that's pretty raunchy of a Eton girl. It's like two people, like two heads on one body, and one of them is tickling the other.
Oh, like the red and blue one?
Yeah. That's a
Yeah, I see
series,
that.
actually. There's a few of those.
Yeah, that's got some boobs going on. Oh my fucking god, dude.
I'm disappointed there's no logic, Rule 34.
It was straight up editing the lewd ones out because I hadn't put in my birth date. That's what it is. And now they're all of a sudden all over the place on his account. Oh, this is awful.
He's not as family friendly as we thought.
No, I thought this was like good, clean tickling bondage fun.
The surprise in your voice is my favorite part.
Okay, well, I'm honestly about done with this, especially now that the lewd ones are actually in there, and I'm kind of like feeling a little bit of like sickness. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave this alone now.
You should make some logic, Rule 34.
I should.
Yeah.
I should make my own Rule 34.
I do.
I don't think that's allowed. I think that's like against some sort of unwritten rule.
Oh no,
Rule 33.
Actually, it is very, very common for people to create original characters and then draw porn of them.
Is Rule 34 of porn stars just them in like suits?
Dude, that was what I wanted to do with Mercedes Carrera. I wanted to get her on my channel and have her fully dressed up like me.
Oh, that's
and like
so good.
fully opaque with like even the gloves and everything, like completely covered. And then maybe at the end she could take off the mask just to show it's her, but like have her fully dressed the entire time. I thought that'd be the funniest fucking thing.
Are you still recovering from your accidental?
Accidental what now?
Are you still recovering from your deep dive into DeviantArt?
Yeah, that was interesting.
That settles the fact that they do allow that stuff on DeviantArt.
Well, it certainly does settle that. I think for the most part, as long as like it's not like harmful or anything, I mean, people can just do whatever the fuck they want. I don't necessarily get it, but
oh yeah, no, obviously dude, the world would be a less interesting place if we didn't have Lord Reckless drawing his weird foot fetish drawings.
That's true.
so
It would diminish the value of our culture just a little bit, don't you think?
It's one step closer to like heat death of the universe.
Yeah.
Just entropy.
And I'm actually kind of serious. It's like I love having these people around who I'm totally just blown away by the strangeness of it. But at the same time, I'm like, hey, that is great, man. You do you, dude.
I bet more people
either. You know, if you look at all of those old, clay figures of animals and, fertility gods and things like that, this kind of crap has been like a part of humanity for forever. It's just now it's sort of out there, because we sort of hid it away for a while. So everybody's like, oh man, where are all these people coming from? It's like they've always been there. Now they're just allowed to be themselves.
Now the internet exists.
Besides, I'm a guy who like throws pantyhose on my face and then bobbles my head around in front of a camera without talking. I really have very little room to talk about other people's habits.
Fair enough. I don't know. It's like, even if I find it personally repulsive, I'm not about to go try and stop them. I mean, unless someone else is getting hurt.
Thank you for the hangout, but without headphones, I wouldn't keep going with the porn talk.
Wear headphones.
I knew it. It was something I did. Yeah, it's always me. It's always something I did.
Wait, what?
Listen, it didn't become porn
Michael
until
tends to leave the hangout when I start to annoy him with something. And in this case, it was that he didn't have headphones, and we were talking about like foot fetish porn, and so he just left.
Well, I will accept personal responsibility for asking about Sasquatch porn.
Yeah, I think that's where that started.
Well, I looked it up and then found Lord Reckless and then linked it in the chat. So.
That's true.
I'm
that's true.
So glad you did. Thank you.
But Lord Reckless is the one who created the character and the art, so I think he's really the root.
I love his character style.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plain face, red glasses, and top hat. Perfect.
And he's got like an umbrella and a shield with a feather on it in his like main page.
Oh, I didn't notice the feather on the shield. That's great.
It's weird that he like that's his symbol, and then his character has its own symbol, which is the feather.
Huh.
It goes layers deep.
It'd be really funny if it turned out he was like a storyboard artist at Nickelodeon.
And we just outed him?
Well, no. I mean, that's you think he doesn't have more than one username?
It's true. I'm just shocked that he used such a good one. Like Lord Reckless, that's a good like IP. Like the name and the character.
If he really is Lord Reckless, then yeah, he would only have one username. Because that's pretty reckless.
It's pretty reckless.
You think we've gotten long enough?
I'm fine with whatever's
I think
going
all the viewers are going to be sad if we go away. I think we've pretty much satisfied them all. Like if any of them wanted to get their nut off, they've already done it.
Yeah. How many views do you think? You probably know better than anyone. What is the minimum amount of views something has before someone has definitely jacked off during it?
Why would I know that?
Because you don't make videos?
I'm just going to go with one. Like, this is the internet.
Yeah.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody who's even typing in the chat, one of you, and you know who you are, just came all over yourself.
They're like, oh, Sasquatch.
And I'm including Jenna Hart in this,
We
even though
awoken
that seems
something.
difficult.
We awoken something in the audience with the Rule 34, the DeviantArt.
Okay, I guess we should stop this, hey?
Sure. I got
So
the
I'm
stream
gonna
tomorrow. Remember.
I'm gonna de-live us. Thanks for watching, everyone. That was it was.
Yeah.
And see you some other time.